Scenes.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
We are back.
It's another episode of the Teens Podcast.
We're here to speak words into your ear.
We're here to speak words into your ear. That's the new slogan.
Right there.
We're here. We're queer. We're speaking words into your ear.
Speaking words into your ear.
I like that.
Yes.
Well, I'm Ewan,
I'm Graham.
and we're back again.
We're
to
back
talk about
again.
Movies.
Yes.
Not just any movie. Well, we're here to talk about a couple of things, but
Backstreet's back.
Backstreet is back. Yeah, we're here to talk about first and foremost the movie event of the decade, the Barbenheimer for our era.
Yes, the power in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has shifted.
The power in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has changed. Yep, we've seen twice Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
We've talked at length about this movie. We've been sort of getting jittery about this movie. We did our episode where predictions
because
X-Men.
so much was on the shoulders.
So much was on the shoulders. Yeah, we constantly speculated about how this movie how it might touch on or affect like the X-Men and the MCU. It didn't do any of that at all,
Not really.
and it was fucking amazing.
It was, yes.
It was pretty peak. It was pretty much pogged.
Amazing
peaking.
feels too much.
I think amazing feels too much.
Yes, because I think like we are back,
Well,
but
yeah,
we're not quite
well, okay,
that
it's
back.
It's not like, yeah, I think I found it to be amazing by proxy of just simply
How
stimulants I received. I
yes,
guess it's not an amazing movie. It was an amazing viewing experience.
sure, yes,
And I'd say the movie was very good.
yes, at least a solid 8,
A solid 8. It was
7 to 8.
an indicator of like, okay, we've made a step
Like,
back in the right direction.
We can continue to make these. Happy with this? Yes,
we could make another good movie.
thank God.
It's possible. Marvel can do it if they put their mind to it.
Yes, please. Yes, you and I agree with that rating.
Give you that rating, the rating that you gave.
Yes, the rating I gave. But yes, seeing things that I have wanted to see since the first viewing of the X-Men 2002 has been a transformative experience.
Was that the comic accurate suit?
A little bit, just like seeing Wolverine do Wolverine things
Just
again.
Wolverine be back as Wolverine.
But I mean, I saw that in all the other X-Men movies because he was the X-Man.
But yeah, he was the X-Man, but
Yes. Not actually
not
X-Man.
actually X-Man TM.
Yeah.
The famous character. Is his name not like Nathan or something as well?
Fucking probably, man.
I don't.
We need a family tree out here again.
You should know this.
I should know that.
You're the X person.
I should know that. I don't. Yeah, it was alright.
Oh, bro, yeah. I mean, I guess it is like a thrust right into it. We went to see it. We're very excited for this movie.
Yes, of course.
This is the sort of the third Deadpool movie. It's the first Deadpool like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
And it's just a movie about that,
It
essentially.
is, basically.
But it's also about Wolverine and the legacy of the Fox films. That's
Yes.
as much as I thought this movie was going to be about it. I'm surprised how much it ended up being about that. Like I'd say, people pointed out this is not a movie about Deadpool going to the MCU.
No.
This is a movie about gracefully bowing out the Fox films more than anything. I think.
Like, I
What he's
see it.
fucking pondering.
I see it, but like I don't really see. Like if
Well,
you
there's more
like
than-
say if I hadn't seen the film and you were like, this is a graceful send off to all the Fox movies come before it,
You'd
I
probably
would
be
ex-
like no, because
I'd expect more Fox stuff in it.
yeah. I guess this is the movie that will focus on it though. I don't
It's
doubt
the only
that
one to do that. Aye.
you'll get like McAvoy and like fucking Fassbender in Secret Wars or something.
Maybe aye.
But like this is the movie, but it's going to look you in the eye and go. By the way, like the Fox movies are gone.
Aye.
That story's basically over.
Mhm.
Like tip the hat to it. Probably
Aye.
because it's a fourth wall break. Like, it's Deadpool.
Aye.
It's a fourth
aye.
wall breaker,
That
so he
helps.
can look into the camera and go, "Fox is dead." Like when it does
Yep.
anything new.
Aye.
Meanwhile, when it gets like Secret Wars, it will just be like, I am Charles Xavier,
Aye.
and it's McAvoy.
And unless Deadpool's there, like,
Go like, I know him.
aye,
He's in
yeah,
my movies.
Yeah, it'll just be like, oh, cool, it's a variant, I
And
guess.
Deadpool will be there, but like the thing is, when you put Deadpool in a movie like that, he can only sort of occasionally tap on the fourth wall.
Aye.
I think
He can't upstage him, though.
he has like a good sequence. And
Yeah.
that was the Deadpool bit of the movie. Do you know what I
Like,
mean?
no one really, like, a couple of times in the movie, I think Wolverine, like, it's obvious that, like, Wolverine is breaking the wall as well.
You think?
A little bit, like, he's looking the same way, like, when Nice pulls, like, the proposal, and then Deadpool, like, looks to camera. Wolverine, like, also looks to camera, but he might just be looking at Deadpool.
That's
So,
fair,
like,
but
when he breaks the fourth wall, it's like, it should just be him that's doing it,
I
and
think
you.
there's a level of power to it. Yeah, I think certain ones would sort of, even if Wolverine isn't like a fourth wall breaker, it's sort of.
Aye. But there's,
it's
like,
the
characters that
fantastical
can, like,
reality.
get away with it. So, like, in
Yeah.
Secret Wars, like, if he does it, like, Spider-Man should be like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yes, 100%.
Like, stuff
yeah.
like that should happen.
Like She-Hulk should be there, and they should.
Aye.
Like one of them should talk to the fourth wall, and She-Hulk, like Deadpool, like you can see them,
Like, yeah, like, what?
like something like that. That would be great. Actually, that'd be pretty pog.
He was like, yeah, I spoke to Kevin. I knew this was going to happen 10 years ago. Like,
She like, I spoke to Kevin, and he's like, you got to they let you speak to Kevin.
like, they told me he didn't do this anymore.
I was stuck with fucking Happy Hogan.
I get the fucking show for.
Oh, spoiler.
Oh,
Okay,
Happy Hogan.
spoilers.
You already knew that, people.
No,
Don't lie.
I actually think he's the only one that's not been revealed. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers, because this is a movie with a lot of like cameos and things thrown in your face. It's like, look at
Yes.
that, look at that.
Aye.
Obviously, as we predicted.
Uh-huh.
Happy Hogan was there. Deadpool has his little MCU
know.
interview, his little
He does.
Avengers interview. I thought that
Absolutely
was
fumbles.
fun and unexpected, which he does fumble.
Yeah,
The
sure.
bullet fumbles a bag.
Aye.
So that's a good place to start then. So
Okay.
obviously, I mean, the core, you get people say this is kind of light on plot, and I agree, but it's driven by the characters.
Yeah, it's light on plot. The villain is like a problem, obviously, because like the MCU just has that
even,
issue.
Even at that, we're back. Maybe the MCU still can't quite do villains, but
Yeah, aye. I mean, that's
I thought
fine.
Cassandra Nova was on the upper level of like nonsense MCU villains.
Definitely upper of nonsense MCU villains. Yes, I'd say like honestly, probably as good as Kang was in Quantumania.
Really?
Maybe a bit lower.
I feel
Maybe
like
a step
I feel
lower.
like above, because I'm the one who defended Kang in
I
Quantumania.
know, bro.
But like, I feel like that Cassandra Nova is like a lot more fits the vibe of the situation and
Right.
plays with the confidence of what's going on. I mean, obviously the common complaint was like Ant-Man fought Kang.
Yeah.
Or Deadpool fighting like a Professor X's sister who's like a weird psychic, and she's a bit silly and she's a bit weird, she's a bit crazy.
I say it fits more.
Yeah, I think it blends together a lot better.
Aye.
It works for the situation.
Aye.
It was very much just like this Professor X's sister. She's base
She
level angry about that.
Yep.
She creates an
Upsetty.
issue.
That's it.
She was funny.
Watch the rest of the
She was
movie.
kind of hot.
Emma Corrin's a nice lady.
I was going to say
I'm
Princess
saying.
Di.
Come on. Even with the bald cap.
With a bald cap. Princess Di.
Maybe.
Aye, so people say it's like light on plot, and I'm like, it's fine. If it doesn't need to be heavy on plot if it's good character stuff, and it was good character stuff.
Aye.
Because obviously, you got the Deadpool and you got the Wolverine.
Facts.
Deadpool's thing is literally intrinsically wrapped to like both him as a person and the state of the shifting of the universe.
Right.
He's like, I want to do something in my life. I want to like matter because I've been sort of bumming about, and
My girlfriend's being up with me.
yeah, my girlfriend's breaking up with me, which I feel is like logical as well. Like for her to come out like, oh, by the way, I just saved you for being shot. You like died.
Yeah.
And then for him to just immediately begin slumming it and to kind of get bored, like fail his Avengers interview and basically be like, maybe I can't be a hero. But like, bro, you were like cool and weird and fun, and now
I
you're just
thought-
like sad and wearing a toupee.
Yeah. I thought we were leaving Deadpool 2 like, yo, we made X-Force. I'm going to dick about with Domino a bit again, maybe. And just whatever's.
But that's the ultimate answer to the question. Where's Domino? Cable, yeah, he just
Domino?
went back to his own time, I
He
guess.
went back to like save that.
Where's Domino? Can they just not afford Zazie Beetz?
She's busy.
She's probably either busy or like
I
like
don't
everyone else was already a cameo. I'm
She's
like,
in Zoe Kravitz's movie. I don't know.
oh, sure.
Yeah, aye.
She
With
was-
Channing Tatum.
Oh,
Wink, wink.
oh, oh. Okay, I guess I'm a little bit like, oh, what happened there?
Because Juggernaut's there, you know.
Sorry?
Juggernaut Colossus, sorry. Not Juggernaut.
Juggernaut is also there, but like
True.
not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think any of them were particularly like so bad that they couldn't be a cameo, but maybe Zazie Beetz is worth a bit too much, or they were like, we can't really reduce her to just like being in the background.
I guess.
I don't know.
She was a fan favourite character.
Sorry?
She was a fan favourite.
She was a fan favourite. A
So
lot of people
she
were
would
like,
have
a bit
had to
like,
have been in it.
well,
better than
yes,
that.
yes. It's a bit like, you can't just relegate her.
Aye.
Maybe there is a story there. But I suppose he did kind of end with doing a bit more of a positive light.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's more like now that you have these things available to you, like the MCU is available to you,
Right.
they're like, okay, well, Deadpool surely would be faced with like the concept of actually like not just
Being
bumming
a
about with
hero.
his friends and being like a big deal character,
Aye.
and that would give him that like an inadequacy complex
And then
essentially.
it'd be like, well, okay, yeah.
Because he flunks his interview and it's like, you cannot join the big leagues. You have to go back to like the
Aye.
Fox
And he's
universe,
like,
which
well,
is
fuck.
the movies are fucking not coming out. And he's like, okay, well,
I'm just going to die a slow
I guess
death
I
here.
just need to settle. I guess I like I'm kind of like not really going to go anywhere with the whole Deadpool shtick. So
Yeah.
and then that just sort of leads
It's run its course.
he's slow sort of. He's not super like miserable at that, but it's obviously like the breaks up with Vanessa and then just kind of like gets a toupee.
Yeah.
Just like does used car sales.
It's just chilling. It's a bit like how I think we eventually would become with Deadpool. He's like, man, my stick's getting old. I'm like, bro, if we get to 6 movies, I feel like it could be getting old.
Yeah, do you know what? There has to maybe be an end
So,
point
like,
for Deadpool.
Obviously, like the dramatic moments in this are like along those lines. Like he's wanting to be like a bit more serious.
yeah. and do something more consequential as well.
And when he does that, and it's like in harmony with the comedy, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So if they continue to do that, when and if he shows up again, and he will show up again,
Yes.
then good. But if we need to do like another, I don't know how much longer he's got, is what I'm saying.
I mean, you're not wrong. I would agree with you on that one because there is only so much you can do with the concept, which is true for pretty much everything.
Unless we do like a hard turn and like we do just like Crazy Secret Agent Deadpool, where he's like not really jokey. He's just like deadpan crazy.
We want like Deadpool 5 to be like Liefeld Deadpool.
Maybe. Like, what's the only other way we could like extend it if the joke's getting like a bit.
That's true, but the problem is that was the stinky one.
Nah, but we could make it good, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm saying like his future in the MCU, I say would be like team based. So like Deadpool in small doses.
We'll run out of like Deadpool as the headliner. Like we've got enough of character and emotion and comedy, so now Deadpool will sort of just be a show up guy, a cameo guy.
Mm-hmm. But
he should be the new Stan Lee.
Could be. That would be a good idea. But the only problem with that is he's massive. It makes so much money on his name alone now. So if we are going to have him as cameo roles, it's going to inflate the budget.
I was going to say, we can't afford Ryan Reynolds for like...
And Ryan Reynolds at this point, a very shrewd businessman. I'm sure that like he's not going to do a movie where he's a bit part, like in a team.
Okay.
And he's got like, I've got 40 lines. Wherein like my movie, I've got the whole script. That's all me. Like stuff like that.
I actually do agree with that, other than like maybe the biggest stuff like Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Like I think I can accept how that's going to be.
Aye, because like
we know the budget's there for the Secret Wars.
The residuals on that's insane.
The money on that one.
And yeah, the budget's there. Well, it's not anymore.
Well, yeah, I was going to say somebody's got money in somewhere apparently.
Aye.
We'll get into that one.
He just went right into the depths of the couch.
Stick his couple of billion to the back of the couch, mate.
I left it in there. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I've been using my bank card so much. I just checked my wallet. I've got 17 trillion in there.
It's just aye.
Oh man, it's the things you forget about, mate.
I forgot to cash my residual checks, bro.
Bro, he was getting residuals for fucking She-Hulk.
You know.
Aye, so I mean that's Deadpool has like that whole sort of character arc. He sort of goes all the way down, and then he's like sort of searching for a purpose, and he finds quite a almost nice and niche sort of like resolution. He's constantly chasing that I have to do something substantial, but then it's like I have to do this for the people I love and I care about. I have to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
To then doing a big sort of self-sacrificing move.
Yes.
And then sort of ending up being like, the real joy was the friends I had the whole time and a couple that I made along the way.
I guess, yeah.
But it was still like a nice sort of like well-rounded, sanded off at the edges character arc. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just liked that. I thought it was just kind of like a nice thing for Deadpool to go through in the face of these things that were available to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then obviously that sort of goes to the sort of the big other situation. Like Deadpool, we can kind of just talk about Deadpool because Deadpool is Deadpool. I know that's a weird statement, but like we have had 3 movies of that, and obviously the other guy we've had in a lot of stuff. But I think like this was going to be like Deadpool's in this movie, whatever. But it's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Aye.
So I feel like this movie was more for Wolverine in a way. A bit more of like I'm going to be here no matter what. I'm Deadpool, but let me give Hugh Jackman time to like fuck about and go wild and do his own thing.
I guess, yeah.
Hugh says he fucking loved this more than he's ever done. Literally, like I had more fun filming this than any single other film I've ever done.
Oh damn!
They let me just kick about, let me have fun. This was great. I love Ryan. I love Sean.
That's fucked up, man.
I was gonna say I don't know, like compared to like obviously Logan's like probably a great movie that you should probably be proud of Hugh, but like
definitely. Also, like all the other ones apart from Origins, probably should be okay with that.
Even X3.
Even X3, aye, because he's like the lead in X3.
I suppose he is like the lead in X3.
He's like the lead in all of them. Let's be honest, but like,
well, he is the X-Man, not copyright character.
Yeah.
I felt like watching this movie, I was like, okay, Wolverine's like where my brain's at. Like I know Deadpool's going to be in, it's cool, he's got his own character thing, but I'm kind of here for Wolverine.
Nothing about the film, plot wise or like character wise, necessarily surprised me.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I was fairly like the story, like the arc that the Deadpool goes through. I was like, right, cool. That
it's
cool.
A very
the
sort
one
of simple,
Wolverine goes through again. I'm like, cool. I was just more happy with like what happened, like the actual actions taken.
Okay.
Rather than like, they grew here, and I liked that they grew here this way. It wasn't really that I was here for.
Okay, I'm sort of ruminating on it, but you can make it good. Do you know what I mean? I think I appreciate the character stuff, but to be honest, yeah.
I mean that's what was nice because I didn't come in here like expecting that.
Yeah, that's
and you shouldn't come in here expecting that because that's not what Deadpool does.
That's it. It's comedy.
Like
it's
Wolverine
farce.
could have that, but it's not going to be in the Deadpool movie.
Well, that's true. I think, but
And
I
he does
was, I
have a
was
bit
just gonna
of,
say,
like,
I do think
pathos
he
and
still had
stuff
like a
happening.
nice thing. He had a nice reason
Yeah.
to be there. Nothing was really treated as a surprise. Like Wolverine's like
Aye,
backstory,
aye.
even though the quote reveal stuff, it's not like a whoa, what a shocker. It's just like,
Yeah.
all right, that's a facet to the dialogue. And yeah, I mean, I suppose he was just like, I am grumpy.
Mm.
I took some time with Deadpool. I learned to be a bit more of a hero again. I'm nice again.
Aye.
So it was a bog standard one. I guess I just liked that there was the character stuff. I think maybe the actual the what the plots weren't that detailed or complex.
Mm.
But watching these characters go through them in their way,
Aye.
maybe I should say the more the actions that are happening.
Yeah.
Watching like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman act their way through these scenes and act their way through the comedy and have their character moments, like watch them bounce off each other.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's
the
probably
body
like where
cop
the joy
aspect
is.
was what we were here for.
Pretty much, and they nailed it. You know,
Aye.
100%. And you can tell that Ryan and Hugh are just like pals. Like,
Yes.
just like fucking love each other.
We're just fucking about.
It's just like it is essentially like after the little first act opening, like 10-15 minutes, it is essentially just like Ryan and Hugh just dicking about and
Aye.
fighting and shouting at each other, and it's great. I loved it for that.
Mm.
I mean, the action specifically, I do think I said to you I'm going to be thinking about this movie for like a long time. Specifically,
A long time.
just in terms of how cool I found some of those action sequences. Like just every one that matters is like obviously the first Wolverine fight. Yep. The second one in the Honda,
Yeah,
or the
fair. Yeah. That was insane. Aye.
that was just really good. And then like I fucking love the Deadpool core one, like
Right.
the prayer one. I told you this is like I think it's like top 5 MCU scenes. I just think it's so fun and powerful, and it's so just like in your face about like rubbing your fan balls essentially.
It is about that. Yes. This
And-
is fan service. The film.
With that, this is that narrow quote I have about Force Awakens, which is it's fan service, but it's fine because the fans haven't been serviced in a long time.
MCU fans get serviced a bit though.
Yeah, but I mean, this one just felt like a much more of a comforting. Like, look, we're silly, we're making jokes. Here's Hugh Jackman.
This is like mind like the Fox verse. You
yeah,
like
that too.
You're like a super fan of that. You don't really like the MCU. Here's your like balls. getting
Exactly
tickled.
that, but then also took it in stride and in jive as well. I mean,
Aye.
Deadpool literally at one point punches the camera and goes, "Fuck Fox!" Like
Yeah.
I'm going to Disneyland. Like ha ha ha.
Lol.
Fox sucks. It felt like a comforting. It felt like a warm hug in a lot of
Right.
ways. It just felt like it's
Good to be
even,
back.
again. If it's not like the all-time great fucking
Aye.
Fritz Lang's Metropolis, fucking Francis Ford Coppola's The
It's how it's
Godfather.
how it's gonna be.
It was just like I watched the movie and I'm like, oh, cool. The actors
cool.
are acting, the colours are colouring, like
That's true.
the comedy is comedying, the cameos are cameoing.
The cameos are cameoing.
I'm just trying to think of anything before we get to. I don't want to make it about the cameos and the fan service, but
I
obviously
mean,
that's.
I'll speak on the CGI, which is like
You know what? That's a good point.
is like a bit hit and miss sometimes.
Definitely. Yep. Definitely.
On the whole, very strong. There's a couple like little nitpicks, I guess. Deadpool's sword definitely clips his body at
Oh, really?
one point in the fight with Wolverine. Like when it comes out,
It just sort of phases through.
it just goes right through his shoulder, and I was like, "My cool." And then the Deadpool core fight at the end, like when they jump out the window,
Yes, that's
is
what I
like
was gonna say.
just pure CGI.
Yeah.
And then after it, Wolverine's just like a video game character for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Aye.
And I'm like, that just looked a bit strange.
I know that was the cool hero shot. I didn't like that shot because
Nah.
I feel like I was maybe needlessly like
Yeah.
over CGI'd. Like the glass was just completely fake. and, like,
Exactly. The mask's like a bit odd to take in at first.
the mask. So the mask's real.
Yeah, I know, the mask's real, yeah.
Well, a lot of people think it's like fake.
It's like the eyes though that are like fucky.
Well, yeah, people
In,
have
like,
long,
that area.
long said this, mate. In general, like covered eyes in real life, like these types of masks have always been just a bit weird and don't quite work.
Okay.
Wolverine's mask, like I think the split ones, like Deadpool
I
works
think
because
Deadpool
it's-
works perfect.
Well, no, but Deadpool and Spider-Man works as the whole face. Like, when you're seeing
I'll
half
give you
a
that.
human face, but then also just
I
like
just will give you that. Aye.
not like blindfolded,
Yeah.
unless you're like Daredevil because you're fucking blind and you're supposed to look like
And
that.
Batman's never had white out eyes.
Exactly. Like
Man, that's why the eyes window is all jumped
there
in.
was
Like, that
well,
must be it.
exactly. There was another thing. There was another really good example, and also slightly reminds me of the shit with Ahsoka, where it's like, why would you give all these actors the most obnoxious bright blue contact lenses? I want to see their eyes because they're emoting.
Please.
I will say, like, while I look at that, and I'm like, oh, it's just a bit odd.
I got used
Like,
to it more the second watch because I'd seen it already.
Well, I was jacking,
And
my
you do
fucking-
only see it at the end of the film.
I was fucking cranking my hog, so I was like, happy. I don't know why, but seeing Hugh Jackman in the suit was just like the pinnacle for me.
Aye.
Just seeing him in a comic accurate suit, kicking
It's
about,
lovely.
talking about why he's wearing it, and then at the end, like sleeveless and the cowl. I'm like, oh, let's fucking go. Like,
Let's fucking go.
it's a pass for me. I don't know. People might say it looks a bit silly and a bit weird. I might have to get used to in the
doesn't
CGI
look
janky,
like
blah blah blah.
Awful.
No, of
It's
course.
just like a bit so not quite
It's
used to
that
that.
thing of like, oh, I didn't realise that would look a bit strange.
I thought like we'd have that down maybe, but we didn't quite have it down. And I mean, they probably trialled it with the eyes,
I would like to see
and
it.
then maybe because it might just look weird. I don't know.
Because the physical suit had the whites in the eyes.
Aye, it's certainly something to work on for when he appears either as Hugh Jackman or someone else when they appear eventually in the MCU fully.
Exactly, yeah.
So, but if we had to do like cowl, I wouldn't be like super mad at it. I guess they kept the cowl off the whole movie because it would be like a nice moment at the end.
Well, yeah.
Because like, well, Deadpool's like a bit of exception to the rule, in that like in the end, like you need to take the mask off, like when you see the actor's face.
Yeah,
Do you know
exactly.
what I mean? Like Spider-Man always ends the third act with the mask off, like
100%,
shit like that, right?
yeah.
But Deadpool's like always been a bit of an exception to it, and I like respect Ryan Reynolds for doing that because
I was
he's
gonna
like
say,
the character has to stay the character.
It's great that he's like, even when he gets his mask off, it's horrifying
Aye.
prosthesis.
But like Hugh Jackman's like bucked that a wee bit because he's literally never worn a mask.
Yeah.
So maybe I had like an opposite reaction where I was like, "Why are you wearing the mask, bro?
I was
Like
gonna say,
you shouldn't be
that's
wearing
not
the
your
mask."
thing. You weren't obligated to do that, mate.
Aye. So maybe that's what like threw me as well. But like hopefully going forward that isn't the case because I want the character to like, stay the
Well,
character.
especially if it's like maybe a new version of the character as well.
Right, yeah.
Like
We need
maybe
to
if
see
they
what they
start
do.
fresh.
Like,
and
maybe
it's
he is doing this season 90. I don't know.
it's true. It could be. When we're getting a real old man Logan, like
That would be cool.
I guess it'd be weird to see it going forward. I get caught up in the moment because it was just that one good scene of me being like, "Yep, Pog, I love it. I'm so
yeah.
happy they did this for me personally.
Yes.
I'm the only one who enjoyed it.
Thank
Fuck you."
Thank you.
But yeah, maybe going forward, I think if I had to watch full carried movies and like emotional moments, then it's a bit like, bro, you fucking, where are your eyes?
I
Like
guess.
fucking laser eyes.
Aye, like if it's like we're doing like a serious Wolverine now, like I don't know. Would it
Because
work?
you want the comic accent caution, you want a bit more of the comic zhuzh.
Aye.
The problem with the old ones is that they completely like forgo it. Like I get whatever for the Matrix or whatever, they're completely like, no, we're gonna like eschew a lot of like the campy symbolism. We're gonna keep some of the emotions and the melodrama, but we're gonna eschew like the visuals a bit more, and you want that perfect blend. And also, like Kevin Feige just said, like the X-Men in the MCU is going to be melodrama. It's going to be like,
Aye.
it's going to have personal drama, which is good because watching X-Men 97, you're like, that really is where it's like a fucking episode of Coronation Street. Like,
Aye. Like
that's
we're
where
here,
a lot of the joy comes from.
Yeah, we're dealing with like the drama of the people, the in-group, the infighting.
But you also you want the visual markers. Like, X-Men 97 obviously is a very specific version, but I mean, that's
True.
like the visual guidebook, I feel. The MCU can't look like that, but
you can't do 1-to-1.
I want it to be just a bit more poppy and a bit more like
Aye,
zany. I want Wolverine
yes.
to have. I guess I do want Wolverine to have a mask.
Aye.
What
At
would
least to
you?
start with.
Would you want him to do green and blue and yellow, or would you want him to be like Jim Lee, like the brown one?
I want him to do John Byrne.
Or
Right.
John Byrne. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying
Aye.
Jim Lee. Sorry,
I mean, Jim Lee
literally
drew it
the-
like that to be fair, but he also did just draw the yellow one as well.
I was gonna say, like, when I'm literally saying,
He
do you
done
want the Jim Lee suit or do you want the Jim Lee suit?
He done both.
The John Byrne one.
I
yeah.
want the OG run. Like
I
that
really like.
suit.
So like, let's start talking about cameos, I guess. So yeah, first off, so Hugh Jackman wears the John Byrne suit in this.
Hugh Jackman does like a multitude of suits.
We have a montage of Wolverine's Deadpool's like try to find
Because he's going
Wolverine
to find the right
first.
one, you know.
Yeah, because they introduced multiverse shit.
Because the goat one died.
Yes, the anchor being of the Fox universe died.
Yes.
Which is essentially.
Which is a new term that we're going to need to talk about in a minute.
Yeah, but I also think it's adjacent to, because they also make it clear in this movie that it's like a universities will just die and it's all natural. Like, it'll take thousands of years.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit like, okay, it's not like I need to constantly worry about who the anchor being is because
Aye.
the MCU anchor being died, that might not matter for the next 10,000 years.
Exactly, and we'll be dead by then anyway.
So that's I actually think it's a fair. It's more just to it's a concept that facilitates the plot, but also just allows them to basically make Logan a big deal.
Like it probably has a fluff term we'll never hear again.
Yes. Did you see
But could
at
be cool.
SCCC they were trying to explain it to Harrison Ford? He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't speak to Harrison Ford about anything.
Why are you
right?
talking to me
Just
about this?"
hand the man a script. Say you're going to be the Red Hulk. We're going to deal with it in post production. Don't worry about it.
And the fact that the
That's all I
guy
need to
was
say.
so much like in these interviews, been like, "I'm just here. I was getting paid a lot for this. I was silly on a CGI set." I respect that, mate.
Yes,
I'm
Harrison.
so shocked that you do not despise this. I'm
Actually-
so shocked that you are this into this, Harrison.
I'm actually shocked as well.
But I also
He
appreciate
seemed
that
really
he's-
game when he was on stage. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he was
bro,
like, "Bro, I'm Red Hulk. Fucking
Who the
it's
fuck is this
so
guy?"
stupid, but I had fun. Stupid, and I'm like, okay, well, I had fun. Granddad get out the nursing home for a bit and
Exactly.
had a bit of a laugh about
we'll allow it.
it. It's weird to think of like geriatric Red Hulk.
That's what it's going to be though.
It's going high. Aye, so this thing, the anchor being, it's like a nexus being essentially.
It
It's like
literally is the anchor. of the
critical
universe.
to that universe, and when they
Yeah.
die, it signals the end of the universe.
And it starts to begin to decay. Slowly.
Yes, it's sort of like the natural end of a universe, but also the main sort of crux of the plot is that this TV agent who's pulled Deadpool out is like, I've been told by the higher ups that you're supposed to be in the MCU, you're going to do something interesting. We see a quick flash of like Thor holding Deadpool, and it's
Whatever
like
the fuck that's about.
constantly referenced that. That's definitely Secret Wars.
Or it's something else.
Something else entirely.
Thor
Has to be
4.
Secret Wars, I think. Thor 5. Well, we could just done your Thor 4.
We've had Thor 4. I
we did
completely,
that.
I skipped that.
Remember
Sorry.
Thor 4?
I really don't.
Hercules, when's Hercules coming back, do you think?
Oh man, that hurt.
Ooh.
Yeah, Thor 5. With the kid, what happened to the kid? I don't know. We'll find out.
Put you down and they'll be back to their home planet.
Oh, rip.
And this TV agent who pulled him out, Paradox, played by fucking Matthew McFadden, who is having a fucking great
Mr.
time.
Paradox.
He's fucking doing well.
Man,
Do you watch Succession?
No.
He's kind of like, I think, a bit how he is in Succession, just a bit more silly and stupid.
Great.
But in Succession, his character is like the dumb one. I would wager to say. I've not watched
Right.
enough of it to know, so don't come at me. But like,
Ryan Reynolds said be eccentric British TV agent.
pretty
And
much.
that's what he was.
He was very, like, the way he was always putting his fingers in like clasps, and he was like, oh, let's go. Like, in
Yes.
full accent, like, walk with me, like, blah, 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 eating a sandwich.
That's how I imagine TV would be, just completely inept.
Yeah.
And like
That's
social
like a comic
situations.
version of the TVA and the MCU.
Right.
Although then he has like the nefarious side where he's like, well, I actually want to control the TVA. I don't agree with the events of Loki season 2.
Bro, paradoxical.
I want to actually go back to like blown up timelines, so I've got to fucking time a ripper.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
it's like,
rip your
man,
timeline.
I just want to speed this up a wee bit. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
essentially,
Like-
he's like, let's go back to pruning shit. Let's
Aye.
min manage,
Seemed like a great idea to me.
min max the fuck out of this.
You know.
No, because it's not a great idea because he's killing folk.
Not to him.
Oh, to him. So I think he said you. You're
No,
like,
no,
fucking
no.
kill them, bro. The
No.
Fox movies, fuck them.
Let them die of natural causes, please.
So yeah, Deadpool's like, well, I'll go get another Wolverine because
Yeah.
your anchor being died, and that was like Logan movie Logan.
I'll just go find another one.
That was like the Logan,
Yeah, TM Logan.
and it was sad and it was
Great.
cool and dramatic, which I
Beautiful.
love that.
A
they made-
death so powerful it shook the multiverse.
I love that. I love that they were just so like, man, Logan was so good, wasn't it?
This is what it feels like. Oh, bro, it does that. It feels like that, yeah.
Bro, everyone's fucking shedding tears, and
Great
so
film. My God.
Deadpool jumps through his hoops, and we see. So what do we see? We see Age of Apocalypse. Hugh Jackman as comic accurate height Wolverine,
Yes, first off,
which
yes.
is fucking ludicrous, and I feel like that was a really great thing to do because it's a bit like, look, this is what it would have looked like. Do you want this? And it's like, oh, do you know
Well,
what?
that's what Hugh Jackman looks like that. But like a normal small person might look fine. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know anybody who would look
Danny
like Wolverine?
DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
No, I'm joking. I don't know who would do it.
I guess, yeah, if they'd cast a person
We need
of,
to
of
accept
shorter stature.
That's more than likely not going to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely not. No,
I've accepted
Wolverine's
it.
not going to be common. I think it'd be nice if they just tried to make sure to pick someone who's just a bit
Listen,
shorter than others.
there is people that are like 5'8". Tom Cruise, right? There is big, like, good actors that could do it. Tom Cruise isn't going
He's
to do
Iron
it.
Man.
He's obviously not.
He's
Come on.
yes, yes.
We can't, no, because he's
Secret
going
Wars. What we're
he's
going to
get-
do is Doctor Doom now.
Nah, 'cause
Spoilers.
he's getting paid more than the other guy if that's the case, and that isn't the case. There's no way that's happening,
Oh, fuck. I love
We
them.
need to break
Tom Cruise
another
addicted
bank.
to loves movies.
bro. Literally. Aye, so if it like there's a cameo in here that probably should be it, but like,
yes, aye.
probably isn't. Well, it might be. I don't know. We'll
So,
see.
aye, I'll end on him because he's obviously
Aye,
the thing.
aye.
There's comic accurate height, which I guess if they'd originally cast somebody of a better height, then it wouldn't be
It's
as big a deal.
definitely more of a joke here, and that's
But it's
fun.
still funny. I
Aye.
kind of liked it. Yeah, we have Age of Apocalypse.
Insane.
Fucking fucked up fleshed back,
Full
flick-
90s.
flocked back here.
Crazy
The
hair.
stub arm,
Stop
which
arm.
has blades in it. I wish they just showed that, but it's still nice that it had like the fucked up weird
Just
like stub,
Angry AF.
angry and fighting. We had Patch,
We had Patch.
who I was surprised was Hugh Jackman. I guess I
Oh,
kind
you
of
thought
thought
it
the
was
fact that
someone
they showed
else?
him from the back in the first
Right.
trailer, I'm like, maybe that's like someone who's not Hugh Jackman. No, it was just Hugh Jackman.
Base Hugh Jackman.
But yeah, we like Patch. He's also just
Chilling at
angry in
Madripoor.
Madripoor,
yeah.
stabbing. We had John Byrne, Superman.
So
John Byrne, Wolverine.
He did wrote Superman to be fair.
We're starting to blend here. We're getting close.
Oh.
Yeah, gorgeous suit.
Yes.
I want to see that real suit. I want an action figure of that suit.
Oh.
Beautiful. And then they obviously the reference to the Hulk fight.
Yep. That's when he's fighting the Hulk. Chilling.
Maybe we'd have liked a bit more of that, but then that would have been a bit egregious. You know, maybe I had to get Ruffalo in. Maybe I'd like fuck about rights.
Aye.
It was just nice to see. I know that's weird. I'm obsessing over the suit. I think I liked seeing Hugh Jackman in the John Byrne suit more than the suit for the rest of the movie, even though I said how nice it was to just see that.
Aye.
I'm obviously quickly, I maintain the arms get ripped off, but I wish they kept the shoulder pads
Right.
because that's like the one other thing. I'm like, you were so close to having just a perfect Wolverine suit. There was like an
Just keep the damn shoulder
MCU
pads.
movie suit, but you for some reason has completely flat shoulders. I'm like, no, give me big spiky blue.
They
You had the shoulder pads on the suit with the arms on it.
Yes, but the MCU hate shoulder pads.
It's true.
They've never had shoulder pads.
And
Really.
I hate that.
Bro, it just adds flair.
It's
know
just
what I mean?
dramatic. It's sharp. It pops.
Doctor Doom needs shoulder pads, Imo.
I was gonna say, bro,
probably isn't
if
getting
they,
it
if they
anyway,
smooth the fuck out of Doctor Doom's shoulder, he better have a fucking thick
We need
cape
some
on.
shoulder pads. I agree.
We had, was it Uncanny X-Men, the Reavers, the crucifixion one?
Yes, that was a cover. That doesn't actually happen.
Oh, but he doesn't actually get crucified
It's
on a
like-
sea of bones, but he
Aye.
gets pure
They
bullied
mind
and
fuck him, I
abused
think.
by him.
Aye.
Although someone pointed out, is that
Insane
not when he
cover.
also meets Jubilee?
For the first time?
I don't know if for the first time.
Nah.
Someone said he bumps into, like, meets someone or like encounters someone in that timeline at that point. And it's like, I think it was Jubilee. It's imagine Jubilee just fucking walks in.
Damn, bro.
But then that again, consider they went for the cover with the crucifixion and the sea of bloody skulls and that.
Aye.
Like, I love that they went for that. But that's one of those like fucking weird, like, oh, that's a cool visual.
Aye.
I think that's all the Hugh Jackman ones. No, Old Man Logan.
Oh, Old Man Logan,
He also
yeah.
he bumped into Old Man Logan with
Which
a
is
shotgun and
like,
everything.
you know, we could speak about Logan's backstory a bit as like basically Old Man Logan's backstory. A little bit.
What do you mean?
Like an Old Man Logan, I think it's
Oh,
Scarlet's-
that Logan that we have in the movies.
Aye.
Backstory. Is it, yes,
It's
yes.
pretty close. It's
Yeah.
never like told completely like that.
Was Old Man Logan not my fucking G Mysterio again?
It may have been Mysterio, and then Logan goes and like it just kills all the X-Men,
Aye.
and then he's like, "Oh fuck, man!" And then the world's like, "Bro."
World's completely fucked. We
He
hate
fucked
X-Men, we hate
up.
mutants. The
Yeah.
Hulks are a big deal now.
That's like kind of what happens, but
Aye.
it's never
It's not
exclusively
quite as
said.
badly. That's Wolverine's fault, but it's
Yeah.
still it's quite close.
They
to
do
being.
allude, like Nova alludes to it. She's like, "Oh, you didn't just kill the bad people," and he's like, "Nah, didn't I?"
I
I'm
killed
like,
the good
"Oh, bro,
people."
damn, okay." But so it's along those lines. I was like, "Oh man, that's cool."
Because I suppose people are saying this is the worst Wolverine. I'm like, surely Old Man one would be, and I'm like, well, no, he's maybe a bit redeemed now. 'Cause,
Aye.
yeah, the events of Old Man Logan, but also technically, can you really fault Old Man Logan? He was possessed, mind
He's
tricked,
controlled, aye.
illusioned,
Yeah.
and he only really killed like the X-Men. Whereas like this Logan Wolverine, so his reveal is that he was a bastard drinker who
Fucked everyone
constantly
up, man.
fucked off and just was a bit of a loser.
Yeah.
And he obviously joined and loved the team, but he still was like, fuck this, I don't want to be here.
Aye.
So one night when he was out drinking, a bunch of humans killed all the mutants. So when Logan came back and he was like, I should have been here, I should have helped. They wanted me to be here, they wanted me to help.
Rage machine.
And he just started he massacred everybody, and he says he started just slaughtering like randomers essentially.
Didn't
Like,
stop, bro.
so yeah, that Wolverine, even in grief, consciously chose to just start killing civilians.
Yeah. Aye.
Whereas Old Man Logan did a really bad thing by accident.
Aye.
So I guess this Wolverine would be like the worst one because he consciously became a really bad person.
Mm.
So yeah, it was nice to see, especially because of having Logan as a movie.
Aye.
Like, it's inspired by Old Man Logan, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is actually like
It's
the
along
hat,
those lines. Aye.
the beard. But
Walk
yeah, and
straight
then
out of Clint Eastwood cosplay competition.
I was gonna say actually that is very Clint Eastwood. Isn't it? And then we have Henry Cavill.
The Cavalry.
Henry Cavill just fucking appears,
Henry Cavill as the Wolverine.
just materializes.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's the Wolverine. One of our fan casts is like, well, if it's not Hugh Jackman, it's Henry
Who
Cavill.
could it be?
He's big,
Big,
he's
bulky.
sweaty.
He's fit, isn't it?
He's got the hair, he's got the face,
Oh yeah.
he's got the cigar.
He's got the moves.
It was like proper Hugh Jackman, like X-Men 1. Like,
Aye. It was like.
that's
yeah.
what it's like Deadpool points out. That's like the full
He's
package.
slim.
That is the Wolverine.
Aye. It's like we'll treat you so much better. You know they might. Who knows? Would he be the one?
Well, that's
He's
the
A1.
The little joke there, like, could be more than a joke.
Literally, like a little bit.
Like, yeah,
Like, is it a test to see the reaction?
I was
Potentially.
gonna say it could be.
Potentially.
Like, I like the dig directly, and I appreciate that Henry Cavill seems to feel that way because
I think like hopefully they're taking it in good faith. Like DC have got some fourth wall breaking characters they could fuck about with. They could like have Lobo.
we get to like
dunno.
ambush bug, and they're like, yeah, we
Aye.
fucked that a wee bit. Like,
Like maybe they could throw some digs, you know.
do you know what? All's fair. Like, we did pie it completely. So,
Literally.
like, what do you
Aye.
want?
And I think DC, you know, they should throw shade by just making better films at this point. And that they have a high chance of doing that.
It's
Let's be
true,
honest.
you know. Superman could be great.
I probably is. I've got faith.
I've got faith. I'm kind of interested. I'm keen.
So I'm liking the wee digs, the distinguished competition,
Yeah,
as they're called
the
in the
wee
street.
sort of. I was gonna say, in the movie they're not called that. He calls
Yeah,
them
no.
like shit fucks or something,
Yeah, aye.
cum stains or something down the street, and I'm like, oh yeah. And he does the arm popping motion from the man
He
from
does.
Uncle to summon his fucking Wolverine claws. And yeah, as we were talking about before this, apparently he was fucking happy to do it. Immediately signed on. Sean Levy was like,
Bro.
do you want to do it? And he's like, yep, I'm fucking there.
I'll be there.
Kept a cigarette lit in his mouth for the whole day. he's famously said, I shaved the mustache this time just in case, which I think is
to make
beautiful dialogue from Henry Cavill there.
To make sure, you know.
I do really like it. I don't want to just be led into the next like
Thing.
big attractive man who's not small enough to be Wolverine,
Right.
like we just talked about. But I do really like Henry Cavill. I do love the idea of him playing like gruff, rough, tough, angry action man. You know, Witcher.
Could do.
And the Man from U.N.C.L.E., I guess.
Aye.
It wasn't the Man from U.N.C.L.E., it was Mission Impossible Fallout.
It definitely
Sorry.
was, yeah. It's okay.
But, you know, even though I'm a bit like, this could just be another Hugh Jackman thing, but it's just a cool, hot guy who is going to be really good at it.
Aye.
But do we need to be careful that we're not overlooking people who could play Wolverine better?
Probably.
But I don't really know anyone who could be.
Okay.
So,
right. But that doesn't mean it's right.
Yes, that doesn't mean it's perfect, doesn't mean lock it in. I actually still think maybe I'd like to see Tom Hardy as Wolverine.
Okay.
But, like,
That's a harder one.
I think we're past the point where Tom Hardy would have been best at Wolverine.
I don't even think we're that there yet, but like
We think we could still go there.
We're at the point where he probably doesn't want to do it.
That's true, yeah.
Which is upsetting, but it's okay. I think we can move on.
I think if they'd have put Mad Max Fury Road era Tom Hardy in like a Wolverine situation, it would have been great.
We just wanted there yet, unfortunately.
We just wanted there yet. Still
Damn
Hugh
it,
Jackman
man.
back then.
It's okay. Aye, just getting back. It's fine.
But I'd hazard to. I guess the question is, you know, is it the one? Would we watch this? I mean, yeah, we would.
Obviously.
But like, do we want to see like a Henry Cavill Wolverine movie?
I think
like,
we
could,
because he's got that softness that like Superman had. Obviously, he can play like really nice and fatherly, like Wolverine can be. But he also is just like a gruff man that will punch you in the face.
I was gonna say, I think Witcher's is better audition than Superman, to be honest, for Wolverine.
Maybe. Well, obviously, like
I don't want him to be the Witcher.
The problem could be if you were to get Henry Cavill is that like obviously like his connection to Witcher is like deeper than what it might be for Logan. But he took the Witcher.
We don't know what his opinion about the character is.
He took the Witcher like extremely seriously and was like, "Why are we not using this exact dialogue from this exact page from this exact chapter of this exact book?" And they were like, "Man, we're doing anything, bro. We're gonna have script."
Henry, yeah, bye.
Like literally, we know the book's better than you, bro. Shut up. And he's like, "Excuse me."
Yeah, I definitely know the book's better than you.
Literally. So like, and I would love that to happen if he were to show up as Wolverine and be like, "We're doing this exactly. And
we're doing
like,
Fatal Attractions.
Thank you, Henry. Brilliant. Come on." But then like the heads would be like, "We're just not doing that, Henry. I'm sorry. It's like unfeasible at this point."
We're going Henry.
So like, I don't know. It might not have issues like that if you were to cast him, but I would want them to have like a bit of that like fight for like the comic accuracy. Like he'd probably like want to wear the cowl all the time because like he's always wearing it here. Or he'd be like, we need to do like if we're doing like a Wolverine centric mini series or like movie or something, he'd want to do it like proper like justice, and I would like that about him. So that's the point for him, definitely.
Because even for Superman, I don't know if I ever clarified if he was like in love with Superman that way, but he always seemed to be.
No, he wanted like a lighter one eventually.
Yeah,
like that's when he came back for like Black Adam. The promise was it to be like
this was like
a bit
the step
different.
Up. We're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
I mean more like he never seems to have been caring about Superman like he cares about The Witcher or Warhammer, but he still took it seriously.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I actually, even if I'd love for him to be, actually turns out I'm also a fucking Wolverine superfan as well. I'd love that, but even if he wasn't, I still feel like he would get involved with the character and give it God's honest try.
Give it his due. You know, he's a consummate professional. I have no doubt in his abilities, and I would enjoy seeing his take, and I would enjoy hopefully him fighting for like the accuracy of the source material, because he seems to be big into that in all of his projects he's been in.
Yeah.
But there might be a better actor.
That might be a better actor. That's also true as well.
And he might be better for like literally Captain Britain.
Captain Britain.
Just cast him and move on.
I don't know about it, but literally Captain Britain.
Literally.
Like
that's the trend we're on. I don't know about the rest of these. That's the trend we're on.
You know, like these things just seem to work. He's British. He's a big buff man.
Yeah.
He has like just Captain America. I get the fan casting as Wolverine, but also
like,
don't have him be Wolverine, have him be Captain Britain, or do both.
Like you are a step behind us at the moment. Like he's actually
we're thinking 10 steps ahead. Essentially,
yeah.
Graham's sort of looking at Excalibur. You're doing. Oh, we're good doing MCU.
I'm planning for the future here.
I've got X-Force. I've got Excalibur.
Yeah.
I've got Children of the Atom.
Like yous aren't quite on my level. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 5D chess here.
Thinking 5 Gs ahead. He's already casted his New Mutants for the MCU.
You already know, bro.
Anya Taylor-Joy's still magic.
Obviously, who else would it be?
Godspeed.
Please, yeah, come on, please, Anya, come back.
So yeah, I guess I would give it the time of day actually, yeah. But then
of course,
for Captain Britain as well.
Yes, please.
Okay, so then so yeah, we're in like sort of cameo fun talk. The second major batches, they sort of get sent to the void You know, Deadpool's like, nah, fuck you, Deadpool, go to the void. Or we do, to be fair, we kind of missed the intro lead-in cameo type of situation, which was Deadpool, before he goes to the other Wolverine cameos, he tries to just get Logan back and exhumes Logan's corpse.
His dead body.
Brutally murders a bunch of people with it.
Yes, because unfortunately this Wolverine did actually die.
He's actually dead. Did decompose.
Capital D dead.
Great opening.
Yeah.
Beautiful opening.
Time.
Sync and I actually dance to Bye 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 by NSYNC.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as the second one, because I really don't think you can beat having Celine Dion and sing a custom song and do like a full James Bond opening.
Maybe not.
Can I just make that claim? Is that okay?
That's
I
okay.
love the opening, don't get me wrong. This isn't like a distinct A, B, and C. This is like they're all A's, but like there's a very good A.
I think there's a definite argument to say that 2 is just a better film in general.
I would agree.
I would say there's a serious argument for that.
I would agree.
As good as this movie is, I don't think it's like particularly directed better than the rest of them.
Well, people have a lot of issues with Sean Levy as a director, and I don't really know enough to say for certain type beat.
I'm not saying I've not enjoyed his movies.
I was gonna say.
I'm just saying that like
Was he Free Guy? He was Free Guy.
He was Free Guy. I'm just thinking like
Free Guy?
stylistically, especially 2 was like more interesting action wise.
Yeah. This one didn't really have any sort of specifically stylistic about it. It was just a bunch of really good things that were shown to us.
Aye.
And he directs action well enough. I think some people said no, but I mean, the action scenes were all good in my mind.
I would
Again,
say
maybe
so,
an over-reliance on CGI.
Oh, okay.
But the core fight, again, like the sort of the pseudo one-shot as well.
Aye.
So I think he directs action all right. Someone said his needle drops are a bit weird. I do think a couple of times this movie music does just play, but most of the time it's still good. I think the needle drops are fun.
I think that's a skill learned and mastered by only a very few.
I was gonna say,
like James Gunn and a couple others are good at that.
James Gunn is definitely like, I think, the gold standard.
Yeah.
I think Taika maybe has it in him a wee bit if he's
Probably
on the ball a wee bit. Like Immigrant Song was literally perfect.
Fairs.
You agree with
Should
that?
have played in Infinity War.
Probably should have actually played in Infinity War as well.
They bottled it. The Russos bottled it.
Maybe they didn't. I keep going. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's got down Immigrant Song again. This is just the Thor song.
That's cool though. That'd be a cool motif for every Thor project from now on to have that Immigrant Song in it.
You're not wrong, actually. To be fair, I wanted Chain to come back for Guardians of the Galaxy.
I guess, but it made a lot of sense in 2.
It's true. Yeah, no, it worked for 2. It worked for 2. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention that as well, because it's still fun. It's a good little lead in, fun intro. Yeah, I mean, we might even come back to it, but in general, you're not wrong. I'm not saying this is like a badly made movie.
No.
2 is just like a better made movie.
Yeah, probably.
I think I just raised, like, I wouldn't rewatch this one as much as more like I'd maybe watch 2 again in full, because I'm like, I feel like there's a lot more on that to chew.
Right.
But if I just want like a cheap thrill, I'm like, oh, I'll
just stick
put this on, or just like I'll jump through this to see this scene or that scene.
Aye.
And I'm like, I really like that scene.
It's definitely like a laugh like that.
And that's fine. That's what it needed to be. I think that's what I'm trying to say as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. So they get sent to the void after like Deadpool's like, I've got this shitty Wolverine, the drunk Wolverine who didn't fight me, who's got like whiskey dick claws.
Yes.
Fucking Greg Hemphill of his still game was
Victor
just there. Victor McDade was just there at a bar, because as we discovered, he is just half Canadian.
Bro, yeah. Man had to let you know.
That's good. So you knew as well.
He's just got the connection to Reynolds for some reason.
Bro,
Maybe.
Reynolds has got his fucking mitts in. If you get any Canadian blood in you, bro,
he's on the phone.
You're on the team. Like
you're on Team Canada.
And so the void's just the majority of the silliness, you know.
Yep.
Cassandra Nova's there. She's like she's like controlling it. There's the stuff as well that I'm like fine we didn't see in Loki, because it's just like the general gist of the void. Whereas when Loki, they sort of just they popped in and they're like, we gotta get it. Whereas this is like, no, we're kind of inhabiting the void. What's the situation of the void itself?
Yeah.
Like Eliath's there, and I still love to bits like the completely flat, incredulous like Eliath from Loki season 1, episode 5.
Like him?
I'm like, okay, good. I love that bit.
Purple Cloud Monster, got it.
And Cassandra Nova's like leading like a renegade gang, like fucking like cameos and
they're just in charge
references and that.
You get Pyro.
Deadpool movie have a really cool wee fight, and they're stopped by a sort of a familiar face. American tune, a sort of a blue suit,
some sort of
captain, my captain.
A little bit.
It's very noble.
Oh.
He sort of jumps down, and I think this did shock me. I think I'm like, it's actually like for real. And then it fucking unsheathes his hood, and it's Christopher Evans.
It's Christopher Evans, the best Chris.
Chris Evans is in this, the best Chris. He's in the fucking film, and I'm like, oh my god, it's him.
Here we go.
I think from the moment I saw him, I'm like, well, he's going to be Human Torch there, isn't he?
Obviously.
And yeah, they draw it in the best way, where he starts to like swear. And you're like, oh, hang on, Cap's swearing. And Deadpool's like, wait, Cap's swearing?
So no.
And then
hold on.
He hits you with the flame on, and you're like, that's like
he's
Chris Evans, Human Torch, for the old Fantastic Four movies.
Oh shit.
That was great.
Yeah. Good time.
Chris seemed to enjoy. He seemed to enjoy being like an angry, sweary, silly,
Yeah.
like edgy boy.
I don't get to say shit like this, man.
Literally, other than maybe Knives Out, but even then, like this was like unabashed, like
Yeah, aye.
just cruel, just evil shit. Like
Yes.
did you see? He was like, I memorized the whole thing because I'm like, as you say, I don't get to say this enough, so
Oh man,
I memorized it. I went all the way in, bro.
It, bro.
He was good. It was good. Just good. This is what I'm saying. All these little cameras that keep on like, oh, there he is. Remember
boy.
the Fantastic Four. Remember Jessica Alba in a wig.
What
like,
a fun time, man.
Remember, it
Michael
was cool.
Chiklis
It was
is the
fun.
thing.
He does get shit mixed by Pyro immediately,
He fucking does, by the way.
which makes sense given
Because Pyro's a mega level, do you know what I'm saying?
that's
This is
just
the
how
levels,
you
man.
like. She just does absorb and control fire.
There you go. And he
Yeah,
is just fire.
You do get the quick face, like it's Cassandra Nova's Raiders. They're driving a fantastic car.
Cool.
They're driving the ice cream truck for Moon Knight. They're driving Red Skull's car, but with an Iron Man paint job.
Right.
Sabretooth's there, like, and it's actually like Tyler Mane, like the
There he is.
Sabretooth. Toad's there.
Urgh.
Fucking Pyro's there. Aaron Stanton again, but gets a combat accurate like suit, which I like as well. That's all fun. They facilitate that. They knock him out. Although we have a cool wee fight, like the full Darth Maul Obi-Wan Kenobi fight with Sabretooth.
They literally do, yeah.
They go to Cassandra Nova. They sort of Azazel's there. Lady Deathstrike's there. I don't want to just list cameras. Just kind of it's cool that they just acknowledge these things. This is what I'm saying about the whole.
What bro, they're there?
Even though obviously like McAvoy and fucking Stewart and like Fassbender and all that weren't here,
Obviously
they
not.
still were just occasionally like, man, there's like a Lady Deathstrike. There's like an Azazel.
bro.
There's like a Psylocke who doesn't really say anything or doing, but still like she's called a Psylocke. She's doing Psylocke shit. There's a Juggernaut who's not Vinnie Jones,
Oh, rip.
which is a shame, but it's supposed to be
He was
Vinnie
busy.
Jones.
He was busy, mate.
He was probably busy, yeah. It's supposed to be Vinnie Jones, you know, because he had the full,
Aye.
like, the clunky, like, suit, and he was like a guy. He wasn't like a big, giant, like, Redstone Acetic. He was just like a guy.
It's like, I'm just Juggernaut, bro.
I'm the Juggernaut. He doesn't even
Not
say
Deadpool to a
Do you know
Juggernaut.
what? It wasn't fucking, what's his name? It wasn't Vinnie Jones, so I'm glad they never, like, aped on, like, this guy
I'm
who
the
I don't know his
Juggernaut,
name
bitch.
is. He was good, but, like,
Aye.
he didn't do any stuff. I'm like, there's no point. Like, you're no Vinnie Jones. We don't need to. You're not that guy, pal.
Aye. Yeah, nah.
I mean, Cassandra Nova is just fun. I know we said she's like maybe like not the highest tier.
Aye. Listen, man. Hopefully, maybe, eventually, we'll do it again. You know, to the standard of the
Do
X-Men.
you want an MCU Genosha?
You know, if we do it long enough, please. Listen, the X-Men's purpose is to exist and then get immediately shit mixed. Okay.
I said this. I'm sure I've said this here. I don't think they'll do it. Genosha. I think MCU would do Krakoa.
Yeah, but like Krakoa's like power is based upon like the fact that they are constantly like shit upon.
You can't just go straight to Krakoa.
Like they
really.
can, but it's a different way.
Well, aye, or at least I think you need to have at least one major ship mix.
Aye, definitely. At least
You need to
one
literally go
major
through
shit
like a
mix.
Dark Phoenix saga
100%.
or like a Genosha or something to like
Aye.
really justify Krakoa.
Like a Phoenix could be the one, but like we need more like human fucking them up.
Yeah.
Like Phoenix is like, man, we just lost
Yeah, we
one
can't.
to
We
like
need to stop
the
doing
fucking.
mutants is like the problem. I know like half the villains in to X-Men are mutants, but like again,
Yeah.
you can't walk out the gate and have it be Apocalypse.
Like we need like a God loves man kills, but like the humans win.
Like X-Men 1 and 2 was like Striker,
Aye.
and like even Days of Future Past was basically Trask, even though it was also like
Aye.
more than that. But then you get like First Class was like Hellfire Club, like
Aye.
Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix,
Bang.
Aliens. Like
Yeah.
I suppose by that point, if you looked at the entire breadth of the Fox universe, they had experimented with it all. But the problem is
They
later
hit some
on-
good beats, aye.
Well, I did have some good beats, but I feel by the later on parts, even though the Fox movies, because they kept trying to piss about with the timeline, every
Right.
movie felt like a new movie series to me. Like,
Kind of.
yeah, Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, they all sort of follow each other.
And
but-
obviously it peaks in Days of Future Past when they marry the two.
yes, exactly. That was kind of the peak, and then everything after that was just a bit like, and they're doing another one.
Aye.
Like Apocalypse, I'm sure Dark Phoenix links to Apocalypse, but I feel like Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix both just feel like the start of their
It
own
does.
separate thing.
Aye. It's just like, oh, this is just like the second adventure for the team that's in that one.
Exactly. Like, okay, it's the same guys that are back, but we're just doing a
Mm.
completely different thing now.
Aye.
And like X-Men Next 7 again showed like quite successful. You can have like mutant villains, but like also
Aye.
like the core, like the Threads of Humanity, the Sentinels, like stuff like that.
Mm.
That's a good beat to hit from this. I mean, it's about expansion, isn't it? I think you really want to start with like an X-Men couple of movies where they get shit mixed by humans a wee bit. They get
Right,
like
yeah.
the Sentinels are like the big thing. The Sentinels
Aye.
have appeared and they have an issue now. And we have to fight the Sentinels. And like maybe by the end of the
Aye.
first movie, you defeat the Master Mold.
Well, no, I think the first one needs to be not that.
But you
So
think this
that,
one needs to be Magneto?
so that we have like a purpose to have Sentinels.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you get me?
Episode 1's like Magneto.
Aye, and then it's like,
Do you do a
oh,
Brotherhood of Evil Mutants in the first one, or is it just Magneto, do you think?
maybe. Depends like how we're introducing them
Okay.
is the problem. Aye, but if we've got the more set, we'd do a Brotherhood, right? We'd do that.
Mm.
So if you're like Juggernaut, Mystique, Magneto, Toad, right? They're like fucking shut up. Magneto's
Toad.
like, I'm gonna get the warheads. We're gonna do it again,
Do you know what
right?
happens when a toad's struck by lightning?
What?
Same thing happens to everything else.
Oh shit!
Aye. We do like the warheads. We do like fatal attractions or something.
Yeah.
Maybe not
And
fatal
then,
attractions.
like,
You know what I mean?
This governor, oh my god, William Stryker. Who the fuck's that? It's like, guys, I can build fucking great robots. And then somebody's like, oh my god, do you know who else does that? Justin Hammer. Boom, he'll help you.
Do you know what? Aye.
Throw it in, right?
Throw
Because
Justin Hammer in.
we need what's his name?
Sam
We
Rockwell.
need Sam Rockwell in Rings, right? So we'll get
Armor
him in.
Wars, bro. Like, we're doing this shit.
Okay, right, that's Blade for me. So they do that, and they're like, all right, we need to build the Sentinels. Cool. Then you get your next movie, and that's when they're like, they start like winning, I guess. The
The X-Men
Sentinels.
or the humans?
The Sentinels.
Alright, yeah,
Aye.
okay.
And they're like,
The
oh
Sentinels
man,
blow up on the scene and they are just like fucking just being bastards
Aye.
because they're the Sentinels.
they're just, oh fuck man, we can't beat them, Charles. Like they're just too good, the robots. And then that's when they fuck them up, and then you could do Krakoa.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
After that,
So, what, like, do you imagine maybe like a 3-movie arc where like
maybe.
the Sentinels are like your Empire Strikes Back? Like
Y-
literally, like, there's
aye.
a master mold here just
Definitely.
farting out Sentinels.
Aye,
Maybe they could like, I don't know.
you could do
Maybe
that.
they could take out the master mold, but like obviously it's a bit like, well, that won't quite destroy the Sentinels. It just maybe stops your immediate extinction. Like we
Aye,
have
it's like
we've
we
set
can.
the clock back a bit.
Aye, it's like we can still build them. We just can't build them at the speed of the master mold.
Yeah.
Like they're
It's
still
like the
going to be
situation
about.
with Orcas, is it not? Where they've got like, do they not have like a super master mold? What is the deal with Orcas and the Krakoians?
They have one above the sun that can make master molds.
Yeah, like you could probably have like a sort of a obnoxiously big bad,
Aye.
where it's a bit like, right, we took him out, so the experimental super master mold's gone,
Aye,
but like
yeah.
the humans, there's clearly enough humans and mutant racism and that like
We'll find a way.
we're gonna just keep doing Sentinels. We can't
Aye.
avoid that,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have like Stryker and Richard Guy Ritchie in after
Right.
97. I'm like, oh, I like Guy Ritchie because he's just even Mary Weasel than Stryker. I feel he's just like he looks like Norman
Equal
Osborn.
weasel.
He's just like Norman Osborn without the cornrows. I feel,
Maybe, okay.
or the
wee bit- the
glasses. He
specs
reminds me of
throw it
like
off.
sorry.
The specs throw it off, aye.
Is that Norman Osborn? Or is that somebody else for? There's somebody in.
Like
Oh my
Spider-Man's-
god! I'm not thinking about Marvel cartoons. I'm thinking of the guy from Kirby Right Back at You.
Oh Jesus, who the fuck?
I have to fucking find this image now.
My god.
But yeah, like I think that's a reasonable path. Maybe Krakoa does feel like a lot. Maybe you could do
It
a
is a
soft
lot.
Genosha.
Krakoa's like its whole saga to itself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Maybe
mean?
if you have to do like a sort of a Return of the X-Men good thing, it would be Genosha.
And
But
I
then the
feel
problem
like-
is Genosha is like the promise of it's going to get fucked.
Aye.
And I know that has to happen with the
And
X-Men,
it is
but
gonna
like
get fucked.
if you do a second movie where everything gets fucked by Sentinels, you do a third
Aye.
movie that's like, we're going to do Genosha.
And everything gets
I
fucked
know what
there.
fucking happens in Genosha. That also gets
Yeah.
fucked, bro. And then they go back to the
Well-
mansion.
I suppose that's how they do it in the movies. Like it's gonna differ, and like hopefully they can do like a spicy take on it, I guess. But like I think Krakoa would be better. Like I think this is where they need to utilize Disney Plus properly this time, because Krakoa can be like explored better in like a 6-part New Mutant show.
And it's just the glasses, just for the
Right,
record.
okay.
Like this.
Man, that is a character design right there.
There's Henry Guy Ritchie, mate.
That is a bit him.
It's a little bit him, I
That
think.
is a little
The
bit him.
jaw is just slightly too long, but you know.
True.
Yeah, you're really right, because you know the X-Men itself will be ensemble, but
Yeah.
the lived experiences of all these different mutants and all these different teams and that is definitely like, yeah, you could just get a fucking Disney Plus series.
Also, the problem is that like I feel like to do Krakoa properly, we do need like 1,000 mutants on the planet. And like
Yes,
that's a lot of cast members, do you know what I mean?
I
This is
suppose
where we need to just sack off the rest of the MCU and we're just doing
we're
X-Men now.
just doing X-Men now. Aye,
And-
that's actually fair.
That's fine.
Or if you do it, like the problem is all the mutants will just be there,
Aye.
and it'll be like more like a cavalcade of cameos. But like the problem is X-Men, like those are, that's like that version of those characters. You're in the MCU and it's like, oh look, we're in the back. There's Blink. There's like Revelation. There's like fucking Armor. There's
Right.
like Blob, and it's like like those are characters.
Aye.
What is Blob about? Don't
Like-
let him just walk by the background.
Aye.
A big
I don't want to
shot.
just see him like what's
You
his name?
can't have a Krakoa having to fucking like. I feel like if you you can't do Krakoa
Bro, it's too
because
hard.
I think fundamental to Krakoa is like the whole villain rehabilitation thing. So you
Right.
need to have like at least an
Aye,
established
aye.
Magneto, Mystique,
Aye.
Apocalypse
Because
and
when
Mr.
Apocalypse
Sinister.
shows up and it's like we've not seen him yet, Wesley was a cool guy, I guess.
Like, aye.
Wesley was fine.
It's just like, oh, I fucking buy it. I'm a really big issue, but do you know what? I'm actually gonna be cool this time.
Aye, because see, this time you've done what I wanted.
It's like, bro,
So sorry.
are you still Oscar Isaac?
Like,
Like,
what were then? Aye.
maybe the Hellfire Club, but I'm not for that. Emma Frost, definitely.
Emma Frost, yes.
She has to be the other one in general.
Aye, so like that would be a problem, is the fact that they just need so many characters cast, and like hopefully you would actually be exploring them. But like I think like something that I would love to see if we're doing that is like some sort of weird spy thriller Hellfire Gala movie
Okay, yeah.
where it's just taking place at the gala,
That's
and like
Pog.
there's just some crazy espionage shit happening in the
Completely
background.
fucking, like, absolutely.
Like
the
the start of X-Force is like humanity trying to like assassinate Charles. Like do like that at the Hellfire Gala or something. Like that would be just so cool.
I do like that. I do like that, actually. Even if they divorced the Hellfire Gala from Krakoa.
Aye, just like, man, we've
You'd have the
launched
Hellfire Club just
Genosha.
try and be like a pure fraudulent, legitimate business
Aye.
who throws balls in that. And the next minute they're like, well, we know that like Sebastian Shaw's here and like Emma Frost and they're dickheads.
Aye.
But like, it's not quite as bad as they are in the comics where they're like,
Aye.
this is the white. Well, they can maybe call themselves covertly, but they don't have their fucking full BDSM looks and they're something their fucking
No, they
faceless
need
goons.
that.
They do need that a wee bit, don't they?
But it's
I
like,
do
oh
want
man,
Sebastian Shaw to like. Is it Sebastian Shaw has like the ruffles and the fucking? It looks like a Victorian fucking London
yes,
guy. Is he the one with the mutton chops?
yes,
Aye.
What
I
a man.
get confused because of Kevin Bacon a wee bit.
yes. Kevin Bacon was not like that.
Henry Cavill could play Sebastian Shaw.
He absolutely could, you. But
Play him to make
we've
great
not.
range.
But Vanessa Kirby isn't.
Isn't. Well, she's
Emma
Sue Storm
Frost.
in a different universe, so if Emma Frost in the main MCU is like a different dimension, variants, bro.
I'm sick of this multiverse shit, bro.
I'm sick of this multiverse shit. Well, do you know who is as well? Deadpool.
Deadpool's fucking sick of it.
He's in the void. He's fighting Cassandra Nova. They're like kicking about.
Yes.
They gotta get the help for the resistance. There's other good people in the
Out
void.
here in the Borderlands.
Johnny was there, but Deadpool got him killed by claiming that Johnny said a bunch of things that he may or may not have said
He may or may not have said.
about Nova. And also, I think Ryan quite rightly summarised it when he said, we got to get Chris Evans out of here because he will fucking demolish the budget.
Facts, bro. It's got a high premium.
You get a high premium. You know, another fight between Wolverine and Deadpool. So I do like the sort of the way that happens, the whole like, oh, by the way, like, I can save your world. If you
Yeah.
help me save my world, the TV can do it. And then it's
Aye.
the whole, like, the classic, like, you said if, not when.
What's the F?
But I do like that at least to just, we said about how, the character stuff isn't that deep, but it's like great acting. So
Aye.
the fucking back and forth, especially just Hugh Jackman, just fucking, like, you fucking lost a relationship with, like, a fucking prostitute.
Just hate you.
And like you're fucking worthless joke. The bit where
And
he's
you
like,
suck.
the bit where he's like, and you're the until you like die, and it's God's coolest joke, and it punches the fucking seal of the car that you won't die, but the joke's on us. And I'm like, he's a bit of an actor, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is an actor. There's a great tweet because he does a scene like that in Prisoners, and it's like, see if you're in a car with him, like it's fucking game over for you, bro. Like it is just the end.
Do not get in a car with Hugh
You have
Jackman.
lost the actor at the Oscar in that scene. Like,
Oh,
right
bro, Hugh Jackman will act the fuck out of a car.
there. You know he will.
So yeah, they fight out, and then they're found and brought to sort of a building. And again, you're immediately assuaged by like, well, there's the Wanda door from
Like, oh,
Multiverse of Madness.
what the fuck's that?
And
Doing up
again,
there.
another scene of just like in your face fan
And
service.
the music's just like playing,
The
bro.
music is just playing. There's like fucking heavy rock. It's just like shit happens. Someone's coming in, bro. Who rescued us? How did we get here? Someone's
Who
coming
the
in.
fuck's that?
I'm gonna get on the door. It could be MD coming in.
Oh,
Fucking,
oh.
poof, fucking side of the throat. It's Jennifer Garner Electra.
It's Electra.
And it's
What?
like, holy shit, it's Jennifer Garner Electra.
Okay, cool.
And then, the music's playing. It's Wesley Snipes' Blade.
It's him.
It's Wesley
Bro, it's
Snipes'
him.
Blade.
White men can't jump. Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Some motherfuckers really are trying to skate up, think they can skate uphill, mate.
Bro.
Or whatever.
That's what this man's about.
And then,
Don't say it. Don't say it.
a playing card flies in,
Oh my god.
and you're like, no,
No. It can't be.
surely they didn't.
Surely they did not get Taylor Kitsch or whatever it is. Is that who it is?
And they did. It was Taylor Kitsch, but they did
Oh.
not get Taylor Kitsch. And walks Channing Tatum
Finally.
as Gambit.
Oh man, it broke his little heart
I
probably.
was so happy.
Man,
I was so beside myself. I'm like, I can't believe this was his little dream.
he's been trying for so long,
He's been
dude.
so happy. He's tried his little cotton socks, his little boots. He was so excited for it.
You know he had to do it to them.
And do you know what's terrible? Is that I think he did really well.
He's great, aye. The suit looks great. It's literally perfect. I don't think I could change a single thing
Yeah,
about the
completely.
look.
That's not giant-sized X-Men. Was Gambit in giant-size?
No.
What am I thinking of? Is that Uncanny?
Well, giant, like, that becomes Uncanny, so it's all the same.
Okay, it's all the one thing.
I don't know when he shows up. I think his first appearance is like, it's weird. It's when Jim Lee starts.
I have rough knowledge of X-Men, so I'm just gonna chuck.
Jim Lee like just gets on. It's weird
because
it's like Jim Lee's not the first person to draw him.
No,
because like he's on the cover drawn by Jim Lee, but the first like drawing of him is like in the corner box, like in the issue, so it's weird. I don't know. But it's in that
essentially the Jim Lee look is probably the nicest way to say it.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's literally like headpiece, thick coat, bow staff,
beautiful,
fucking thick Cajun accent, bro.
The accent is a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like it just is an issue. Like, but
the problem is that's how
I don't know how we're doing it
as well.
I know
that's like how it is.
But 97 like has it nailed.
Well, 97 has it nailed, yeah.
And I don't know if that's because it's like voice and we can like fuck with it a wee bit.
There's possibility
because
there.
Like, or maybe Channing Tatum's like he's just not good at doing.
Well, I think he is Cajun technically, but I think he's maybe just leaning into quite heavily.
Aye.
Maybe too far in the other direction.
He maybe needs to slow it down a bit. Because like, who am I making a name for myself here? That's like crazy.
can we get that again?
Who am I making a name for myself here?
You're just telling me what happened here.
Yes.
Who am I making a name for myself here?
Deadpool's definitely aware that it sounds fucking insane.
I know. Would you think they played it up for the joke?
You know what? Maybe Channing Tatum can actually do it like perfectly.
Like, this is the funny one, Channing. So like, we'll let you do it. I'll just maybe play up the accent a bit because we can get some laughs at it. And he seems to be having fun. He does cool fighting, and it's also great for the other. Will first?
Gambit's like definitely got like the best fights. Like his action bits are like the best, I think.
What in this movie?
No, like the best of the cameos.
Oh, best of the cameos.
He's got like the best choreography.
Well, yeah, he's got also, with all due respect, he's kind of got stuff going on as well.
He's got the cooler powers.
Like Blade is just a guy with a sword, and Elektra is just a lassie with a knife. And the triumphant return of Daphne Keenan's X-23.
Just blades for fingers again.
Just blades for fingers.
You know.
But we'll duck back to in a sec. She was in the trailer, so that's less of an exciting one.
Aye, that's an issue.
She wanted to be at the premiere, bless her heart.
Fuck's sake, Daphne, damn it. You couldn't just let us have it. I'm joking, Daphne.
But I mean, it's wild to see all of those people in that room.
Bro, like, what do you mean?
We did miss something as well, but actually it'll be more relevant later.
Oh my.
Speaking of cameos, but just wild to see like Jennifer Garner. First of all, Jennifer Garner is so above Marvel these days. She's a completely different human being. She's like she's like an actress doing actual human movies.
Aye.
But like she was like, I'll jump back. She was like the first one. She was a headliner. They were like, bro, we get Jennifer Garner back.
We did fully like announce that. Aye.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Quick chime about the old Ben Affleck divorce.
You know it's fine.
That's why I get reminded. You know, actually, maybe there's 2 divorce jokes in this movie.
There is 2 divorce jokes.
There's like Jennifer Garner be like, it's fine. I don't care about Ben Affleck, Daredevil not being here. And then they say that Hugh Jackman's been grumpy since the divorce.
Rip, poor guy.
It's like, oh, Hugh. And yeah, really quickly, they said that to Nice Pool.
Aye.
You got Deadpool. You get Ryan Reynolds is like cool, hot, sexy Deadpool.
We get the first pool variant.
First pool variant. Well, he's the second because the first pool variant
is dog pool.
Is dog pool,
of course.
Because he fucked up little monster.
Beautiful.
Just grotesque little bastard. I love that dog so much. And obviously they have such an immediate, beautiful chemistry.
Yes, of course.
The second screen we went to, that was I feel like everyone in that second screen maybe had already seen Deadpool.
Right.
But because no one really reacted as much like, oh, Chris Evans.
No, I heard some,
but our first screening was like, oh my god, like, whoa.
Well, we seen it open night, so I mean,
obviously. But like, there was girls on my left that were so fucking happy for Dogpool.
Like, yes.
They were like, oh no, and I'm like, do you want me to? Honestly, me too.
Look at that beautiful creature.
So yeah, I just wanted to throw it in. It'll come back. But yeah, we were starting to get Deadpool. He mentions the Deadpool core, who I've mentioned sometimes.
They're crazy.
That's another one. I'm like, yeah, we saw it in trailers. We kind of knew that they might fuck about with Deadpools, but that's a cool lead in. And yeah, so we dial back. Yeah, we get to like the Resistance. Wesley Snipes famously hated Ryan Reynolds.
Never. It was a joke. They played it up the whole time.
Apparently, or they squashed the beef.
Listen,
it worked out in the remix.
Blade Trinity, I don't think is a great film. So maybe he did hate him. I don't know.
With the Wesley Snipes blame Ryan Reynolds for Blade Trinity.
Perhaps. I don't know. But they've buried the hatchet now.
They actually just seem to be really happy, fun friends.
Yes.
It's so nice. They joke about it, how they fucking they thought they hated each other. I like that Gambit actually does spend half of his lines ruminating on like, oh man, I could have been here, I could have been a hero, they could have
literally.
And it's just Channing Tatum being like, I really tried, guys.
Bro, you did.
Well, that's what essentially my review of this movie is. Channing Tatum's Gambit. I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your
I
game.
was not familiar.
Like maybe it could have been good. I don't
Bro,
know.
aye.
Like,
Seeing this,
is this-
but it might not have been done like this, but seeing
Well,
this...
Channing Tatum as Gambit was the thing I laughed at, and that actually was, I regret that, and I apologise to Channing Tatum.
Yeah, do you know what?
The
Aye.
writing still could have been donkey dog shit, and the directing could have been donkey dog shit.
Potentially.
I don't think it would have been, because I believe the director was like a good director at one point.
Okay.
But that movie went through so much, we never really know what movie we would have got.
True. But, he nailed it.
He did.
I would say, yeah.
And then, like I said, obviously, who actually drove us here? It was Daphne Keane. It was X23, it was Laura.
Yeah.
But I do really appreciate that she is like critical to the lore as well. She's like really important for like obviously how much we've made Logan the movie a big deal.
Yeah.
And then how like Deadpool can throw her back at Logan to make him face his shit. And Logan obviously is like a good guy. And he cares about kids, and he obviously sees himself in Laura. This Logan sees himself in Laura the same way like Logan.
Yeah.
So it's a very easy way to get to Logan's heart and to get him to start having changes. Because he might never have changed with just Logan, because Logan's a dick.
True.
Sorry, no, Deadpool. He would have never been this way with Deadpool, because Deadpool's a dick.
Aye.
But to be faced with like that Laura, and that Laura to say like the hard lines, like to get like the good shit.
Bro.
You were never the right guy, like
He was never the right guy.
quite pog.
But he had to step up because he was the guy there.
It was.
I'm not just a stepdad, I'm the dad that stepped up.
It's like the series t-shirt.
That's the energy.
It's literally in the movie Logan. I was happy. I thought it was wild. I thought it was quite balls to the wall. And this is that thing of like, okay, yeah, again, I know we keep saying this. It might not be like McAvoy or Fassbender, but it's like, no, but let's acknowledge the disparate elements. You all know the X-Men anyway. Look, Hugh Jackman's here.
Aye.
But like,
Well, we got the one that mattered.
yes, we got like the guy. Like, come on, we got the big one. But let's reference. Remember like Elektra and Daredevil. Remember like
Mind
Fantastic
that.
Four. Remember like
Bro.
Blade.
Guillermo del Toro's Blade.
In the movie, oh god, Guillermo del Toro's Blade.
Oh.
The movie, they keep sort of acknowledging that this is like, we want it to be like an ending and like a legacy, because everything just sort of, those things existed and then they were done, and then the universe never really went anything. But now
That's
we're
it.
playing in a universe environment.
Am I going to end it for them?
Yeah, we need these characters to get a moment to acknowledge them and thank them, and then give them like an ending
Aye.
to send them off. And that was also like a big action sequence. They all run up to Cassandra Nova's house to bonk her fucking brain and
Run up on her.
get out, and they have this beautiful big action sequence. Yeah, like everyone's just fighting. I mean, like I
shut
said,
up.
Elektra and X-23 and Blade are all just people with swords. Whereas Gambit was he was fucking doing the thing where like
Fucking
shoots
shut
the whole
up, man.
deck. He had his fucking his bow staff. Like I did
Damn.
like when Blade had the weird chakram thing.
Yeah.
Fucking big on that. When he used Punisher's they chuck out a couple of other names, and like they had Punisher's bazooka. I'm like best.
They're ever going to be one.
I know this is like very much nerd talk. This is like very much like I clapped when I saw
This is like
Blade. I clapped when I heard the Punisher reference.
This I think is like could be a serious a serious point against the film, is that it's very inside baseball.
Yes,
That like if you don't know like any of this shit, you will be like completely lost.
I would agree. So yeah, I'm surprised that the people that we were with that didn't know kind of were all right. You know, my partner Rebecca, she's never watched any of these fucking films.
Aye.
I think she was enough to just recognise that's Chris Evans, but like,
Yeah, I guess.
I think she was like Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, like, what?
Blade,
What
I
do you
guess.
mean?
Blade,
Aye.
is that not Mahershala Ali? Like, who's that lady with the size?
Cool.
I'm like, bro, you need to watch Daredevil season 2 and Defenders, but also like Elektra and also Daredevil.
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of, at least the comedy outside of that is strong, but it's kind of like how you said about Deadpool 2, it's like a better made movie, because this movie is so reliant on these Easter eggs and cameos.
It is a bit, yeah.
That it works for the movie itself because it's that send off to Fox stuff, but
Right.
at the end of the day, it is just a parade of cameos.
Aye.
So like, yeah, you could just watch Deadpool 2 on its own as a movie, as a good, well crafted movie, but Deadpool 3 is like, I really like that, but that's because I get the little jokes the movie's trying to make to me.
Aye.
So I think you're entirely right there. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to just completely summarize the movie, but yeah, you know, they get the guys, they go fight Cassandra Nova, they fuck her a bit with her brain stuff. We should quickly talk the fucking, speaking of CGI, as a big proponent of CGI being fucked, vis-a-vis Doctor Strange 3.
Man.
So like, what did you think of like? So they visualize Cassandra Nova's like telepathy, like mind reading, mind
Like
fucking shit.
it's like fine when it's not going over the eyes.
Do you think? I mean, it looked definitely fake when it went over the eyes, but it wasn't even
Yeah.
Doctor Strange too bad.
No, but when she's dragging Paradox, it's like an issue.
I think it just looked grotesque.
That looks so weird. Aye.
But I think it looked weird in the right way though, because I think Doctor Strange 2 looked weird and like that. Oh, that's ugly and weird and badly done. This was like rather than try to graft a real eye on, this one used like just very clearly
like,
fake eyes.
Like yeah, like going over the eyes is like cool, but it's like a second. But like when she's like dragging him like to the like stairway at the subway.
Well, do you know what's funny
like
about that?
through his head.
I just thought that looked like the right type of weird, but I kind of was a bit like, that's not Matthew McFadden, that's a puppet man. That's a bag of straw, because the way that body moves, I'm like, that's a bag of straw with a green face on it.
There's probably not a way for Emma Corrin, bless her heart, to drag Matthew McFadden by his head.
Make it look. I mean, that's a guy's got a fucking brain in his hand in his brain,
Aye.
so maybe he wouldn't have been like flailing a bit.
Potentially.
I for some reason my brain couldn't escape that thought.
It just looked so strange to me, and I was like, I don't know if I can like that.
I still just like the concept, though. I like the visualization. It's very interesting, unique, and it is grotesque when it needs to be. It's like,
Very much so.
The bits where she's like popping her fingers through his nostrils and that.
Insane. That all looked great.
Mm-hmm. Stuff's always gonna be a bit weird, but yeah, when they got it, and I'm just happy they went for some really odd, and it makes her more villainous. Obviously, it's essentially the same types of powers as Charles, but she just makes it weird.
She's got to do something strange with it.
And yeah, she's sort of like they have the fight, and again, I don't want to re-elaborate the plot. Like Pyro betrays her, but like they save her life. She summons a sling ring where like a pure varied Doctor Strange that has Infinity Stones on his sling ring.
Yeah.
And they go back to the Fox universe to stop Paradox. But that gets to my third thing. That's the point. I'm trying not to belabor the point. That's the point. The third cameo fest is the sort of like, I'm Cassandra Nova. I'm going to actually come through and kill Paradox and destroy the universe.
Yeah.
Because I'm
angry. This is my new plan now.
And I brought the Deadpool Corps with me
to rule the universe.
To fuck you.
Yeah.
And again, that...
Because they're upset with you.
That was fun, because I feel like that one was less reliant on needing to know other things. You just need to understand the concept of the multiverse. You just need to understand, like, here's just a bunch of... What if Deadpool was a cowboy? What if Deadpool was a lady?
Yeah.
Like, what if Deadpool was, like, a head?
Bro.
And then they brought out, like, a Blake Lively. Like, Ryan and Blake's kids is Babypool and Kidpool. Like, Matthew McConaughey as fucking cowboy Deadpool.
The GOAT, bro.
Nathan Fillion as Headpool. And I've said it earlier, I love this scene. I like the sort of the banter, I like the back and forth. I like how it kind of is just a thing that happens. Like they don't really sort of dwell on it too much. Like, yeah, of course there's a fuck ton of Deadpools in the void. They've said that a couple of times. Deadpool was like, whoa, it's like a fucking cavalcade to me. He's like, yep, okay, we're doing this bit now. Yeah. Like, guys, come on. The multiverse is drawn out. Nice pose there.
Yeah.
I think it's been steadily great since Endgame. Me too, nice pull if you discount a couple of things. But like dog pulls there, they get the whole lovely emotional moment where Deadpool essentially kills Nice Pull and steals his guns.
Fully kills him, man.
I fucking howled. I really think I locked in on and howled at the bit where they were all shooting at Deadpool and Nice Pull, and then like Logan picks up Dog Pull. And they're like, right, don't shoot his dog pull. And Logan just slowly walks across with a dog staring at it the whole time. And they're like, we're not going to shoot, he's got dog pull.
You won't do it, yeah.
It's a prolonged scene in the best way.
Yeah.
It's just such a slow like standoff. And I was fucking howling at it. I don't know why. The second time it got me so much better than the first.
It is a funny moment.
And then that leads into such a great fight scene as well. Just chaos, bloodshed, fun. Yeah, I guess that's less of a big deal than the other cameos I mentioned. I just kind of wanted to... Like Chris Evans, the Resistance, and then the Pools are like the three big like things are happening, like cameo Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And that feels like the crux of that discussion in the movie. But that does also tail us to the end.
The end.
Now, so the end is Cassandra Nova's like, I'm going to stick my hands to the Time Ripper and destroy the whole universe. Actually,
that's me.
Super powerful psychic.
I'm gonna rule the rest of it.
Deadpool and Wolverine have a really beautiful like, I'm going to self-sacrifice. No, I'm going to self-sacrifice. No, we're both going to self-sacrifice.
Yes.
Madonna's like a prayer plays choir version. Beautiful lights and sounds. Now, do you think making it a big universal stakes was a bad idea at the end? Like, by the way, Cassandra Nova might just destroy the whole universe.
No.
Because some people were a bit like, with Deadpool 1 and 2 didn't really do that much. They were quite much more low stakes.
One was like, man, I just need to like save my girl from like this asshole. 2 was like, man, time travel.
I need to stop this kid from being killed because I like this kid.
Yep.
Time travel's a bitch.
I need to save my missus.
But this one was like, I have to save the entire universe.
No.
Well, I think people are missing that it works for the character situation.
Like looking at it on like the macro, the micro, whatever one is like his universe is the 9 people in the photo.
Yes.
And that's what he's saving.
He's caring for that. He's not doing it because, I mean, he obviously feels the weight of like, I'm going to do like a heroic thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it works for the character and what they were trying to say. But like, I actually did really put the work in and try and do a thing. And I was prepared to self-sacrifice and everything to do an actual heroic event. But also, I was really only doing it for the people that mattered to me, not because I was like, I have to say, I became an Avenger not because I needed it, because they needed it. But those people were like my friends. It was nice. It was like, I honestly felt like it was maybe corny, but like in the best possible way. It was very kitchen, very like neat and tidy.
I didn't see it as a problem though.
It wasn't they didn't do some big subversion, they didn't undercut it with a joke. Like it was ultimately just like, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna be funny while we do it, but we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it, bro.
and they literally even end like, yep, we're gonna go have a nice little sit down. We're gonna have dinner. I'm gonna literally the audio is literally. Sometimes, you know, the people you save are the ones who'd save you right back, and I have friends now.
Cool.
Oh, okay, and like Logan's here, and Laura's also here.
And we're like doing stuff, I guess.
Banter B15 for Loki shows up. She wants to fuck Peter.
Who doesn't, man?
Peter saves the day because all the Deadpools are like, oh, we'll stop fighting because Peter's here, because Peter's like the coolest.
We all love Peter. Peter, yes.
And
We lost to Peter ages ago.
Here's to be like, fuck you, Paradox. Also, Peter.
Damn. Also, like,
Sam.
I've seen, you know, now that the film's ended, you know, we've had a great time.
We had a great time at the film.
People are saying, the streets are saying, the universe we're in is the Marvels.
Well, that's completely viable and possible.
But like, maybe I don't know. I don't get it.
You
But
seem
okay,
so
maybe.
sad about it.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe
aye, because like, you know, maybe I gripe with the film, not necessarily in a bad way. It's not like a demerit to the film, right? It's like we all thought this is gonna put Deadpool in the MCU.
This is gonna be the one.
Like he's gonna be in it. He's not in it. He's still in his universe,
Yes,
which is not the MCU.
it's not the MCU, no.
So like, how's that happening? Do you know what I mean?
You know what I
Like,
mean?
obviously,
Wah, wah.
we've got things to deal with. Like, there's incursions apparently happening.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
like, time travel fuckery, it would surely cause that, right?
Yeah.
So, Deadpool 2 should have triggered an incursion.
Aye, Deadpool 2 is probably like the seeds of it.
So, like,
Maybe it'd be less of the Deadpool 2 shit because the TVA was like, yeah, that didn't fucking matter, mate. Don't worry about it.
look,
Maybe the
it's-
bigger issue is like, by the way, this universe nearly fucking fell in on itself and then immediately unfell in itself.
Aye.
If you told me that, like what Cassandra Nova did, prompted an incursion, I'd be like, yep, makes sense.
That makes more sense, aye. But, so, like, my question is, like, where does he now show up? But it's not massively an issue because the TVA could easily pick him up and put him in
I
there.
was gonna say exactly.
Right? But
You know
I
he's
thought,
up for something, so.
and this is like, I just want the multiverse to be done about it. I can't even lie to you. I do think it has dragged
Bro,
in
we're
a
in
wee
the
bit.
multiverse saga, bro. It's
I
not gonna end.
know, we're another like 3 year away from it ending.
We've got to get through Secret Wars.
That's the end.
Yeah, that.
So
has
we're
to be
only
the
like
end of
3
it.
year away, and like that's fine. But like I'm just getting a bit done with it. Like I would like some linear storytelling for once, please.
Aye. Well, I was also going to say, like, maybe it depends on what they do with the multiverse, because Fantastic Four's clearly just going to be like, that's a multiverse
That
story,
is
but
just another one. Aye.
rather than being like, let's see 17 different versions of the Fantastic Four, it's just, no, we are in a different universe,
Aye.
and that will probably end with them having an avenue or being shunted into the MCU.
Yes.
But like, that's not about the multiverse as such, as that the multiverse has facilitated that story. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's not
Aye.
about the multiverse, it's not
Aye.
the multiverse of
Like
madness.
Strange 2 is about the multiverse.
Yeah.
as
No
a
Way Home is
concept.
technically about the multiverse.
Aye.
I'd say this one isn't as about the multiverse.
It's not. No, and that was like kind of surprising, and also not at the same time.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
Like,
it's
we
like,
knew
oh,
it
okay,
would
but
be
like,
slightly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know?
But it was very contained still, which is maybe why I like it more, even though it's still like in the multiverse saga.
No, of course. But this kind of shows you. I mean, it's a bit more streamlined. It's a bit more successful. It's a bit more intelligent in its deployment of the multiverse for either like really good, solid jokes or just like meaningful character stuff. Yeah, I mean, Deadpool could pop back out at any point. I still am convinced that they probably will just save him for Secret Wars.
And that's the next time, and that's fine. Right, so like, because I thought he'd be in now, and like he would just be a permanent fixture now. But so I'm thinking, like, in the Secret Wars, is he just not a permanent fixture? Do we actually not get Deadpool in the MCU?
It's true. I mean, it depends on what the state of the MCU is like post Secret Wars. Like, if we do just do like a timeline reset,
I mean, we could do. I genuinely hope we take like a year away.
just get by.
I just like take a year off and just recruit this time, Kevin. Don't geese like.
I take a
100
year off
things.
and don't even make any during that year. And then
That's
the
what I'm
next
saying.
year, like, okay, we're not going to start filming X-Men.
So we're off for like 2 years. Day it, please. They probably won't. They've got a bottom line to hit.
The
Do
money
you know what I mean?
keeps happening.
Star Wars isn't going to make the money in the meantime.
I was just going to say,
So we need
what's
something
Star
else.
Wars doing? Yeah.
So it all depends where the chips fall after that,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully they fall in a nice circle or something. I don't know. Like,
But essentially, I mean, I'm more hopeful about the situation now, kind of after like SCCC, which we'll get to. Which there's also something about that.
that made you more hopeful.
Well, there's also something that's upset me, but there's still also like a back to feeling like there's a concept, like they've pivoted, and I'm like, okay, right, you've pivoted, but you clearly have pivoted something you know you're doing. You're right.
See, like,
We've figured out
yeah.
how we're going to pivot, so now we're
Aye.
pivoted.
we have pivoted. We won't see the fruits of the pivot
No,
until
absolutely not.
I think until Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I think until Fantastic Four.
So
yeah.
like the next two are just like, you need to just bear ways. It was for the old regime, you know.
Yeah.
Kevin was still going a bit buck wild. He's reined it in
Jonathan
since then.
Majors hadn't committed serious
Aye.
abuse yet.
See, we've reined it in since then, right? So after these two, like, we will be back. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what we need to accept right
Although
now.
luckily, as much as we will
Well, at
probably
least one of them's gonna suck.
Yes. But the thing is, that one we'll talk about more in a minute, obviously. But that one is probably not going to be about the main story. It's going to be
It's
more
a
building
different
up
thing.
the world. It's talking about the characters. So
Aye.
I don't need that to tell me what's going to happen as much.
No. See if it actually mentions it, I'd be a bit more upset.
Yeah, I'd be like, why are you talking about this? This
Aye.
really isn't your domain. I want you as a character to be there,
Aye, of
but
course.
I don't need you to be like, haha, hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to now explain to you about an incursion.
I'd be like, Cap, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, unless it was like a post credits and
Yeah, sure.
like
We're
I
done
don't
with it at
know,
that
there's
point.
like one
Aye.
like the leader or something is okay. Well, there you go. We'll talk about Captain America 4.
Come on.
The leader is like, oh, I was doing my super science and there's some weird multiverse shit happening. But yeah. Fantastic Four is when we'll dial back in and we'll lock the fuck back in.
Yeah.
Then. I think, incursions is just the way to go. Whatever they were going to do with Kang, it just seems to be like we just got to lean on incursions more.
Right, yeah. Well, Kang always seemed like one of the threats.
Well, yeah, I feel like it was always going to be Secret Wars, so I feel like it was never going to be like Kang is the be all end all.
Unless it was that, but like it always felt like Kang was like somehow going to take us there, but he wasn't going to be the guy.
Yeah, I think Kang Dynasty would have
mean?
defeated Kang, but like, all the shit with like the multiverse of like, all the different Kangs fucking up timelines.
Yeah.
That's basically like the post credits for fucking Kang Dynasty was probably like, I don't know, fucking. I know Iron Man, he's dead.
Like, we defeated Kang across 20 multiverses at the same time, and
Aye.
it's caused a collapse.
Yeah,
some shit like
fucking,
that.
like, you cut to Pedro Pascal, you cut to, like, fucking Earth 4,
Aye.
and it's Pedro Pascal, and he's like, I've just detected a growing incursion on Earth 616. We're like, that's Earth! But it's not! Fuck you, the comics are 616.
I know.
I hate that that's just how it is now. I've got no idea that.
It's not. We know it's not.
We know it's not. Fucking Iman Vellani knows it's not.
She knows it's not. It's fine.
But yeah, that's probably, I agree with that. Maybe Kang would have had a role in Secret Wars, but yeah, it feels like it was always going to be like the instigator, like the first core, the first like sort of act of the multiverse saga was about Kang, and then creating such instability that the second act would be about Secret Wars.
It's actually pivoted fairly easy away for that, which is a blessing in disguise.
It's true, and that's as someone who liked Kang, but I think that's just because we got so caught up in the mire of trying to do it, and the plan was a bit funky, and then Jonathan Majors was a dick, and I think even before Jonathan Majors was a dick, there was probably better ways to go about doing it that they just were choosing not to.
Well, that was also in the fact that like the saga in general felt very disjointed. Yeah. And like didn't seem to have a through line that you could see.
Kang didn't really become like a relevant thing until much later on. And we'd already had like some issues by then. Was Thor: Love and Thunder was before Quantumania, wasn't it?
Nah, it was after that.
Really?
I think so.
I was basically about to say like we had bad stuff before Quantumania.
We definitely did.
As someone who liked Quantumania. We had Black Widow, but then I don't think that's.
I was alright. I was just too late.
Yeah, definitely.
But it did give us something great.
I guess we're ready to sort of move on then, so we'll just say I sort of took us on an impromptu summary, sorry, because it was a vehicle to talk about the cameos and how we felt about them, and we gave loose sort of like thoughts, because this was a vibe movie.
Yeah.
This was look, we're going to do fun action, we're going to do comedy, we're going to show you some great cameos.
Yep.
It's a promise that we're going to try and do better. We're going to try and give you a bit more of what you want.
Yes.
As SDCC revealed, maybe too much. Maybe we're going to pedal to the fans a bit too hard with certain casting choices.
Whatever could you mean, you? Whatever could you mean?
But Deadpool Wolverine it gave me the hope that I wanted it to. When we talked about, I just said this movie to be good. I just said this movie to show us that something's going on. I guess again, it doesn't really have Deadpool isn't in the MCU. This doesn't really tell us what's going to go on in the multiverse saga next. But I guess it never needed to per se.
No.
You just had to make a good solid movie and make me come out the cinema and go, right, okay, they still make
good
8
films.
out of 10 upper B tier movies at worst.
A good enjoyable experience of the films.
I had a great time at the movies.
Like, we got like a weird last ride for Logan again, even though we had a good last ride. Time.
I guess this is just more of that was like that Fox Logan, and this is more like a celebration of just Wolverine as a concept. When in the MCU, you can do this, you can do that, you can wear a comic accurate suit. We had that lovely little like good riddance at the time of your life, like montage during the end credits. They play a montage of like BTS.
Oh yeah.
For the Fox films, and it's all of them. They've got the Fantastic Four stick. They've got the old and the new X-Men. Like I saw Oscar Isaac in there.
Bro, Happy Hogan and Dead.
I saw Happy Hogan as like fucking what's his name?
Foggy Nelson.
I can't believe I forgot that. Happy Nelson. My names get blended there.
Bro.
And it was nice. That was actually really nice. I don't know why. I'm not going to say I was
really
cried.
Nice. Yeah.
It was just like I did like those movies all in all. The ones I've watched.
Montage.
You
need to watch them all.
Yeah,
I don't know if we need to watch them all like for a purpose now.
No. That's essentially that movie was saying that's us.
Yeah,
until we've capped it.
Two of them will show
next
up in
time we
Secret
do
Wars.
Blade, it'll be next time we do Blade, it'll be Mahershala Ali.
Aye.
Maybe.
Ever.
But like, yeah, in Secret Wars, maybe like fucking Stuart and McKellen will show up.
Aye, just a wee bow.
Yeah, that's a wee bit. That's also just like an acknowledgement of like, if we're going to do this grand multiverse type event, we can't ignore that either. We've given them the farewell. We've literally have not closed the book per se, but we've written the final chapter out essentially, and we will chuck them in for a wee epilogue just because they deserve that acknowledgement. They do not go above that acknowledgement, but we are not obligated to do anything else with that concept. We've bow tied it now. Anything else we do, this is just a bonus. Which, yeah, I think was the best sort of way to go for the movie in a lot of ways. I was happy. I really like Ryan Reynolds. I really am happy with him as a guy and his commitment to the character and to like the storytelling. He seems big on it. He's what we want Henry Cavill to be about like other things. Maybe he's not like a Deadpool Superman, but he's committed to doing this shit right. He's committed to making fans happy. It seems he was basically out here. Him and Sean Levy were just out here like, let's give Wesley Snipes a call. Let's give Channing Tatum a call. Channing Tatum specifically says like, Ryan fucking gave me this dream of mine. I cannot fucking repay Ryan. There's nothing in this world that will match the joy I feel for what Ryan has done for me. And I'm like, all right, Marvel Jesus.
I guess,
He really was Marvel Jesus.
A little bit in the end.
Maybe Ryan Reynolds could be to the MCU what Dwayne The Rock Johnson was to the DCU.
If only Dwayne got to foresee his vision, bro. Maybe.
What do you think? Dwayne's vision was just every movie plus Black Adam.
Maybe
Black Adam fights Wonder Woman.
He was
Black
just
Adam
in
fights
charge.
Superman.
Like we were just doing Black Adam fucks up with DC.
Black Adam kills the DCU.
A wee bit.
I mean, yeah, have I captured your thoughts on the movie as well then? Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think I've said all I have to say for it at the moment. You know, the little wee nitpicks I had, you know, overwhelmed by the greatness.
Are just exceptional out there, but yeah, I mean, we had a great time at the movie.
Yes.
I felt good watching it. I felt good watching it the second time as well. I'm not saying I'm desperate to watch again and again and again, but like,
it's an easy one to watch.
It was a great experience of a movie. It's the type of thing I really would just put on. Like when you're at a party or something. I could have, if it was on Disney Plus, I could have chucked it on while we were eating our dinner. And that maybe sounds like disservice to the movie, but it just means it's great. It's just an experience because not every movie needs to be The Godfather. I've always said this. That Martin Scorsese probably hates this movie.
I'm here for the popcorn flick, bro.
Martin Scorsese despises this movie.
Martin Scorsese can do that.
I think he should add a camera in it.
I think he's getting one.
Do you think he's going to be in Secret Wars
or something?
Who do you think he's playing?
He's playing... Because what's going to happen in Secret Wars is we're going to come to our universe, like actually heal us.
Bro, they're going to fall out like lightning Farron's in Paris.
And he's just going to be like movie critic A, and he's just going to be like, I fucking hate these Marvel schlock films.
It's going to be him, it's going to be Quentin Tarantino, and it's going to be Denis Villeneuve.
And Quentin Tarantino's going to be the sane one. He's going to be like, these are actually really good guys, like, trust, right?
And then Denis Villeneuve's going to be like, well, I really liked Eternals.
I really like Chloe Zhao.
Likes me.
I love Chloe Zhao's Eternals, and that's it.
Man, that's funny. I feel like, see, by that point, I feel like at least Quentin Tarantino would be like, fuck it, I'm up for the banter, actually.
I think it would be.
Maybe Denis as well. Martin Scorsese, I don't know. He's maybe a bit old and jaded, but like, I still think he could get a go.
He does TikToks with his fucking daughter now.
Maybe if his daughter convinced him, like, Dad would be a laugh.
I think she could do it. She
needs to be.
She's our person on the inside here. Come on.
She's our guy in the inside. We've got a fucking insider, bro. We've got a mole in the Martin Scorsese organisation.
Come on. Send DMs in bulk, guys. Come on. Get them.
DMs in bulk.
Get her involved.
Get Martin Scorsese in the MCU.
We need to link Kevin to her. That's what we need to do.
But did they not say they were talking to him?
Probably. But like, maybe not seriously. Maybe it's like, oh, Kevin, like, hey, Martin, we love your films, by the way. Please don't say mean things about us again.
Please stop saying all those mean things.
Bro,
to the journalists.
That's what they done to Jamie Lee Curtis. She had to apologise publicly.
Well, what was the deal with that? Because when did she even say bad things about the MCU?
I do not know, bro.
But then she was like, called the fuck out. Like, oh, bro, I've actually decided I want to be in the MCU, so I've decided to apologise profusely.
Do you know what that was? It's because, like, oh man, scheduling conflicts. I can't do One Piece. When am I getting my bag? I'll apologise to the MCU.
I was going to say.
That's what I'll do.
The fact she can't do One Piece is fucking heartbreaking to me, bro.
Well, bro, you know One Piece more than me.
Somebody should have waited for it. That's what I'm going to say.
We should have delayed.
Aye, bro, either One Piece should have waited or fucking Freaky Friday 2, which shouldn't be getting made.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Cinema right there.
Wait a minute. Well, Lindsay Lohan has back, so
I think he's coming back. One Tree Hill guy.
One Tree Hill guy is coming back.
He's coming back. Love it.
I think some other people know
it's going to be great.
Would it be great? Julie Curtis is Dr. Kareha.
Maybe.
Like, come on.
Maybe,
bro, the role was made for it. This has been like fucking decades in the making.
But now she's going to play like fucking multiverse Aunt May or something.
Or a bit like Borderlands where she just plays a completely wildly inappropriate character.
Could be, bro. Wait,
she's Spider-Gwen. Bro, man, you can see it.
Could be.
You can see the vision.
Could be. I can see it. I can't see it.
It's Tobey Maguire, Spider-Gwen.
Oh, nah, man, that's Bryce Dallas Howard. Come on.
Oh, that's true, actually. No, you don't really fuck. I wouldn't trade that up, actually. In fact, I'd want her back, to be honest.
Come on.
Right, so we're gonna move on then. So we've alluded to throughout it. We're gonna
pivot
today. What?
We're gonna pivot.
We are gonna pivot because obviously right after the launch of Deadpool and Wolverine,
Like the next day.
quite literally the next day. They even had that panel for Deadpool and Wolverine.
They did.
The San Diego
They
Comic Con
showed it.
2024, and they had a panel where like, man, we hope you guys have seen it because here's Wesley Snipes, Chris Evans, fucking Jennifer Garner, Daphne Keane.
Yeah. We're gonna watch the movie together now.
Bro, let's go. LFG. So yeah, San Diego Comic Con happened, and allegedly things were spoken.
I'm not gonna say everything that was spoken was nice and that we wanted to hear it.
Well let's quickly just
Let's go in order.
let's tap on. Well, okay, well, let's go in order. Marvel's at the end of this because Marvel really was the only thing that happened.
Pretty much.
Is there anything of note to the listeners?
I don't know. I think there was some Invincible things.
Invincible is coming back.
Maybe that was it though.
He's got the blue suit now.
Cool. There's gonna be 8 seasons
I
to
think
finish
it's
it.
8.
Kirkman knows his shit. It's fine.
Oh no, I think it was 10 actually.
Something like that.
Alien Romulus is coming out.
It's got great marketing in New York.
It's got great marketing. The Penguin had a panel, and I'm very excited for the Penguin.
I'm gonna need to
lead
illegally stream that.
directly into. Don't say that on the podcast.
Sorry, I'm gonna watch it legally. Pay
That's
for it. I'm
The
gonna pay
Max
for it.
sponsorship is gone.
Bro.
Evaporated into thin air.
If they ever brought it to the UK, it would be gone.
Well, do you know what? Actually, Max step the fuck up, bitch. Like, I want to watch Penguin.
What would be in here?
I'll pay for your shitty subscription service.
Come on. Is it going to be on Sky Atlantic? If it is, fine.
Maybe a fucking Now TV.
It probably is, yeah.
It directly leads into the events of the Batman Part 2, which will also star
Which
Colin
will
Farrell
release
as the Penguin.
Next year.
No,
the
it starts
streets say.
filming next year, is it not?
No, is
2026?
it not the end of next year?
If it's the end of next year, I will fucking be there.
I'm fairly certain it's the end of next year, bro.
I might fact check that, but that would be pog as fuck, bro.
2025 is a big year, bro. It's a lot of shit happening.
Not release date, 2nd of October 2026.
Oh shit, they had to push it back a year.
But we have to be careful. Peak can't happen that often.
Fair. I respect
We have
that.
to be allowed to wait.
Okay.
Well, you just prepared for like any opinion that we've ever shared, no matter. We'll go and watch Batman Part 2. Like, oh great, it's the second. It's another best movie ever made situation.
I mean, could be.
Like,
Batman was quite good.
pop Clayface in there, pop fucking Hush in there,
I just
pop
need
Mr. Freeze in there.
like another song to take over my life, like the Batman song did.
Like the OST. Like,
Yeah. I need it.
it.
Bro, yes.
It's insane that Michael Giacchino was able to distill.
He
such a
can't keep getting
beautiful-
away with it.
He can't keep getting away from it, though. Like, I know there was a lot of hoo-ha right back. I remember back in the day, 2016 time, he did like Doctor Strange, and he basically just copied his Star Trek theme.
Right.
And everyone's about like, oh, that's a bit shit. And like, I actually did listen together, and they both pretty much have that like, da, 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 da.
Right, okay.
I think the Star Trek was more like, da, 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 da.
Right.
And it's like, they're basically the same.
Aye.
Michael, let's be clear.
Phoned it in.
But like, Michael was like, well, do you know what? I'm just gonna have to lock in then.
Oh, boys, hold on.
And he was like fucking just banger after banger after banger after banger. It's fucking MCU Spider-Man, redefined the fucking
Ooh.
musical genre there. MCU Mysterio, let's go. Come on now. The Incredibles, which I mean, it was before Doctor Strange and that, I guess, but you know,
on.
he already had it. He already had the sauce.
He had the sauce.
You get a bit
okay.
over it. You get over 2016. You get a bit overwhelmed.
He's overworked.
Doubled up a wee bit.
Aye.
And yeah, I mean, like the Batman Part 1, it's probably the best score for a superhero movie.
Oh, I don't know about that, but it's up there.
It's up there.
It's no,
What challenges it?
it's in the Donner, Superman, definitely.
But
In that. Elfman,
I don't-
Spider-Man's definitely in that.
I mean, but we're talking, that's like one song.
No, the
Okay, well,
landscape of Spider-Man's music
But
is
yeah,
like
do you
in
know
that
what? Elfman's Batman,
conversation.
I'd put you on. I don't really think of any other Donner songs than just the Donner Superman theme.
But there's no that much like OST happening in old movies like that.
But okay, well,
But I'm
then
just saying that theme
was
is
the
like
cat
it.
out the fucking challenge then?
Wow.
Because here's a movie that has OST in it.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'll give you the Elfman Spider-Man one. That's definitely up there. Fight
That's
for that one.
Definitely up there.
Like, the Doc Ock theme.
I would say,
fucking Green
like,
Goblin theme.
We can't miss out Dark Knight. Like
We
that
cannot
also has
fucking
a
miss the sauce,
specific musical signature as
Do you know
well.
what? I feel like Batman never misses. Because even
You know what,
Snyder, even Junkie XL produced the Rare Good theme.
Bro,
The Junkie XL Batman theme is really good. That one's the fucking dud, 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 dud.
bro, you could be right. Batman do not miss.
The Lego Batman movie, Patrick
Not
Stump.
seen it.
It's very good.
I've heard
it. Oh, have you not seen the Lego Batman
I've
movie?
heard it's great, bro.
We gotta sit down and watch that. I fucking adore that movie. It's literally like the best Batman movie they've ever made. Unironically, because it's just like it's literally it's a complete send up to Batman.
Fairs. I respect that. I'm down.
Creature Commandos. Do you watch the trailer for that?
No, I've not.
It's got Viola Davis in it
Great. That's all I need.
and Frank Grillo.
I'll catch you later. Great. Aye.
It's part of the new DC.
It is. They are going to play the Creature Commandos in live action.
That's true.
when they appear.
Frank Grillo has already been spotted on set of Superman as
Bro.
Richard Flagg Sr.
I'm like ready for this film tomorrow.
Joe Kinnaman allegedly may be returning for Peacemaker season 2.
Why would he not be? He's great as Rick Flag.
So happy. I'm so
Let's
happy.
go. Joe Kinnaman's great. I like Joe Kinnaman.
Joe Kinnaman's great. There's going to be 2 tie-in books for the Acolyte.
2 books?
2 books, bro. One about
What are we doing with that?
Vernestra and then Dara when Vernestra was a way seeker, and a young adult book about Jackie and Yord.
Alright. Yord.
We'll probably end up having to talk about that in the Acolyte episode more than anything, mate.
Spoilers, I didn't like Yord.
I don't think you were supposed to.
That's fine then. I'm glad that you were like that.
Even though the people who died got obsessive. Did you see like the Yord horde? Did you see how Twitter was
No.
going? Twitter had like the big actually they love Yord. So they had a big fan movement called the Yord Horde, and they got Charlie Barnett, the actor, to get in on it. He was doing like the wee press videos, but like, I see you guys. He hand sent people like little letters and little stickers and tissues as well, like Yord brand tissues. It was very good. It was a very fun time to be an online Star Wars fan.
Okay.
And we don't get that much anymore.
I'll give you that, I guess.
We had to have something.
Okay. Vernestra, I didn't really like her either, but like, we'll speak about that when we speak about
Well,
it.
yeah, that's more like, that's weird in season 2,
Okay.
maybe in the books.
Aye. What else happened, man?
Wong is getting a Marvel Legends figure. Rom is getting a Marvel Legends figure.
Rom, big comeback for Rom.
Fucking insane
The,
season of Discotheque.
Marvel publishing, they got the rights back.
They've got fucking Krista.
Bro.
They've got Rom.
Love
What
to
a
see it.
fucking world.
They've farted out like 4 omnibus.
Well, they
Of the Rom comics.
The moment
Well,
they had Rom, they were like, let's go.
The problem was they couldn't print all the issues of other series with Rom appearing because they didn't have the rights for it.
That's fair, yeah.
So they've got the Rom the publishing rights, and they're like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah,
Send it.
We're going to fucking get the
Rom
fucking
the Space Knight,
rolling, bro.
get them printed.
Let's fucking go.
They done that. They've got the Micronauts happening, so Rom's big in back in a big way. Sorry,
Have they been republishing Krista?
I don't think they've done that yet. No.
Because I don't know if they have the rights to that. I just remember like when they put the Marvel Legends figure out, everyone was about like, oh shit, they did Krista.
Like, bruh.
Or Crystar. But imagine Crystal Star. Like, he's Crystal Man, so imagine it'd be Crystar.
Where the fuck's Darkhawk, bro?
Where is Darkhawk? Actually, is a good point, bro.
With the Inhumans dead.
Speaking of Inhumans, Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
Crystal and Lockjaw.
Yeah.
There's a really great Marvel Legends stream.
It does look nice to be fair.
Somehow, however,
Same
the streets are saying
Oh.
it was a satisfactory Star Wars Black Series stream as well.
Oh.
Could you believe it?
They saved the big guns for Comic-Con, bro. It must
They
be.
decided to produce and release action figures.
Not just pipeline reviews.
I can't believe they would do such a thing. Season 2 Cassian,
Ooh.
Dead Ramiro. I've been waiting for it.
I will
Do you know what?
purchase.
You've announced a figure, and I may purchase it.
I may buy it.
The streets are fucking going wild. Although the pipelines were fucking hot and sexy.
Oh, damn.
The Praetorians failed Mandalorian, which, you know, Praetorians get past Mandalorian season 3, fuck you, but
Fair.
like, Praetorians. Prince Shizor from Shadows of the Empire on your Nintendo 64.
Damn, bro.
Like, that's a fucking throwout.
Well, they're throwing the
Well-
gamer ones away. You know, they had the troopers.
Well, yeah, they keep doing like the
Fake
nice wee
Commando
gamer
Republic
ones and
or
the
whatever.
throwbacks. The pure, like, the Shadow Guard, like Force Unleashed.
Aye.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Sus.
G.I. Joe was good as well. The new HasLab's cool.
Who's the HasLab?
The HasLab is I can't remember the exact name because I'm not super
Is that
into the
big
lore
tank
yet.
again?
No, it's a Cobra plane now. So they had the tank, and then they had the G.I.
The
Joe
weird
plane.
boat thing.
Huh?
Did they have like the weird hovercraft boat thing, or is that just normal?
I think it might be normal. There's a couple
Okay.
like sort of weird like sort of implements.
Mm.
The weird hover pod. You mean the bubble?
Aye, aye.
Yeah, that was actually his normal release.
Right,
The
okay.
the Televiper, the Trouble Bubble. That's what it's called.
Oh my.
It was a G.I. Joe plane. I think it's called like Sky Striker or something. I don't know. It was a G.I. Joe fighter jet,
Yeah.
and then this time is now a Cobra fighter jet type device.
Okay.
It's not quite like a F-16, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
sort of like a jet, and it's cool, and it'll fund. It has funded actually because it's
Okay.
G.I. Joe, and it's a plane, and
And those fans know what they're doing.
we are out here, bro. It's night and day. Hasbro do a G.I.
It
Joe
is
HasLab,
actually.
and they're like a tied to 8,000 backers. You get a plane.
Yep.
Here's all the fucking backing rewards. We're gonna add a bunch of extra shit. Even when they have sort of like old patches, like denim patches, like yeah, but we're also gonna get an extra figure and extra accessories. Then Hasbro go like, we should do a Black Series HasLab, we will just bottle it completely.
Literally, you just won't get anything nice. We're going to have to re-release the figure later because you didn't back it.
Spirit of Vengeance.
You know,
You're finally get your fucking Damien Hellstrom and your Goblin Queen, mate.
fuck, bro.
Do you see they're not doing a Hasbro Marvel Legends HasLab for a hot period?
That's because no one has bought them since
Well, no,
the
they
Sentinel.
win. They have been winning. Giant Man won.
Okay.
Giant Man was Mission Accomplished.
Oh, that was the most recent. I forgot that. I thought the most recent was the Sentinel.
Giant Man was Mission Accomplished. Yeah, no. The one
Okay.
before that was the Spirit of Vengeance, which fucking flubbed.
Aye.
But this time, I don't know. They were like, rather than do a big full HasLab, they're doing a direct to pre-order. So it's like you would buy it the same way you buy a HasLab, where you just commit to it. And it's a Dragon Man from Fantastic Four.
Unfamiliar.
He's a big purple dragon man. I think we're talking old style. I'm not really into Fantastic Four, so you'd know more than me if you
Definitely
know
OG era.
It's big. Like they showed a scan line next to Mr. Fantastic they came out with recently, and yeah, like, whoa, do you know what I mean? Like
That's a Dragon Man.
6-inch Mr. Fantastic is like the size of this guy's leg.
Right. Damn.
Big wingspan as well.
Okay.
So we're doing good.
We'll take it.
Anything else?
Do we need to get to it now? Is that just what we need to
We
do?
need to talk about
We
it.
spoke about everything. It's Marvel now.
So I guess we're coattailing into it. through Marvel
MCU
Legends.
strikes again.
The MCU, the woke liberal agenda won.
And it is woke liberal agenda.
It's the woke liberal agenda. Was actually not, considering what they're doing.
Not
this year,
now,
like Captain
nah.
America 4.
Potentially. We will see.
Right. So
Ewan.
Marvel Studios were in the convention hall.
They
They're
were
back.
in Hall H.
Hall H.
The hall.
They were like, we're here to talk about a couple of projects.
Like, listen, we're gonna speak to you. Who was mediating? Who was it?
I
Was
think
it Peter
Rob
Poole?
Delaney.
Aye, I think it was.
It was actually Peter.
See, we brought him out because he's all like him,
You like Peter?
and I'm here. I'm Kevin.
Feature's here.
I'm here because I've let it go for too long. I'm here.
I've been off it. Do you know what?
I'm
Like
here.
the wheels are back on the chariot.
That's it.
Essentially.
I've screwed the nuts back in.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm thinking I'm back. I've got my hat. Got a new hat.
Yeah, he's got a hat on, and he's like, man, just to let's talk about how back we are. Let's start with Captain America 4.
And yeah, do you know what? We'll go start here and then we'll end here. Okay.
What I was gonna say. Right. I mean, I don't think we've ever summarised this in the podcast. So this movie has been through so many fucking reshoots. It's ungodly. This movie, the idea that this is going to get released. We've had a trailer for this movie.
Yes.
It was upsettingly interesting. But
That's a way to take it.
this movie is not going to be watchable. I can't believe in my heart of hearts that this is a
Probably
watchable
not.
movie.
Probably not. But we have to see it. From morbid curiosity alone, we need to see it.
Yeah, I think we need to, like, I guess, yeah, I say this movie is, like, not real and not, like, I guess we do need to watch it, because, like I said, yeah, maybe that's a weird way of putting it, the whole, like, shockingly, like, interesting. It's just, so chopped and so changed. I'm fumbling a bit, but this movie's fumbling. It's hard
Facts.
to think about.
Facts.
I want to like it, because I like Captain America. I like Sam Wilson's Cap. They're like...
You know, okay, like, sure, I think Bucky should have the shield.
Oh, fuck, we're still in this.
I'm still in that life, do you know what I mean? But, like, that's not happening.
Break.
I like Anthony Mackie, right? I think he's okay as Captain America. Do you know what I mean? I don't think
He's been in one episode of one show.
I know, right? And I just wasn't sold, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting on. He's great. I actually
But this
really
is the
like
problem.
him.
We need this movie as his moment. This is his time.
And they fucked it so
They
hard for him, bro.
completely fucking
They
balled
fucked it
it.
so hard
They
for him.
just cannot stop rewriting the script.
This movie fucking killed the guy, bro.
This movie did kill a guy, you're right. This movie fucking literally topped a guy.
And then they got another guy who's probably dying as well.
Yes. Well, that's the funny thing we talked about this. So you got fucking Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, aye.
Like, he is like, I'm in it, and I'm also probably going to be Red Hulk. And then the trailer was like,
Yeah.
here's Red Hulk.
Facts.
And I was like, Harrison Ford does not like movies.
At
what
all.
the fuck are you talking about?
Man's
Why would you do
retired.
this? And then he turns around and goes, actually, I'm having the fucking time of my life.
I'm like, bro, what?
What are you talking about, Harrison?
What pills
He's like,
did they give you?
They put me in a fucking CGI suit and they pay me a bunch of money and I just stomp about and it's just fun.
I just fucked a bit for like 3 days. And
That just
was
makes me go, well, why did you hate Star Wars so much, Harrison?
Because they only liked it when George was there.
No, he didn't.
I don't know then,
He
bro.
didn't even like that. Like, so Harrison's just getting on it, but yeah, he is like definitely about to die.
He's definitely close.
So they were like, okay, like the leaders in this. I think
I
that
like
was
the
always
leader.
confirmed.
As a reformed Hulk lover, I quite enjoy the leader.
Oh, it's scary.
Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean, because of the comics or because of, like, specifically the Ed Norton movie?
Definitely because of the comics. So I'm not gonna
You're-
enjoy this.
You're a Hulk truther.
I'm a Hulk truther, so I probably won't like this.
Fucking Betty Ross is allegedly in this.
Okay, we'll see.
Fucking so Tim Blake Nelson's back and fucking
This is just gonna be an issue, but because like, where's the Hulk, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, this is a seemingly a Hulk movie without the Hulk, which is insane for Sam Wilson's first Captain America movie.
kind of nuts, bro.
What villain does Sam Wilson have to fight? Allegedly the Serpent Society.
Somehow, fucking, what's his name?
17 different fucking variations of those characters were in and out of the movie.
Sure.
And then at the 11th hour, and this was what was elaborated on at SCCC,
Uh-huh.
they fucking grabbed Gus fucking Fring.
Every guy's villain.
Giancarlo Esposito was pulled off the street.
This guy can't get a good role.
Can't get a good role, but he always seems enthusiastic even when he's doing bad.
Oh, he's loving it.
He
And
seems
I
to have a
respect
great
it.
time. And we didn't really know he was going to be. He was like, I'm not going to be anyway. We were like, oh, Professor X. That would be a great idea.
That's a great idea.
That's like exceptionally good casting. And
He'd be great as that. Let him be a good guy, please.
So we were like, he should be Professor X. I'm like, no, I'm playing a villain. And I'm like, oh, yeah, Doctor Doom,
Okay.
Magneto.
Anyone else?
And he's like, oh, I'm in the trailer. And you're like, you're
Fucking
just like
mole
a
man.
guy with a gun. And then there's the SCCC, and it's like, oh, I can reveal. I'm
I can
playing
do it.
Sidewinder.
Who?
And I'm like, who
Who's that?
in the fuck is Sidewinder? And then they're like,
Fucking.
the king of the Serpent Society. And I'm like, how in the fuck are these characters still in this movie?
Bro, because we just really like the idea.
What? Who likes this idea?
I don't know, bro.
I'm not even saying I'm against the idea of them being in it, but the fact that the movie's been literally erased and restarted 17 times, and every
Right.
time they add and remove a
They
member of
make
the
the
Serpent
cut.
Society,
They make the cut, bro.
like, someone really fucking wants these characters to be in this movie.
Do you know what it is? It's because they cucked us the first time we
Oh,
announced
with the
it.
Civil War swap.
So they were like, we
They
need
need
to
to do
get
it
to them
justice,
now.
bro. Bro, they'll never do it justice because
They won't do
where's
this.
fucking Diamondback?
I don't know. They
Where's
this.
Cottonmouth? Wait, no, Cottonmouth wasn't in the Serpent Society, actually, was it? Diamondback was.
It probably should be the snake names.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, like, literally, Sidewinder, Diamondback, they're
He
literally
sounds like a
fucking
Punisher villain.
Anaconda, I bet you. Sidewinder does sound like a Punisher villain, that's correct. I also just don't think he's going to do any consequence in the
I
film.
actually don't. And
He's
I'm so
like,
sad that
I
we've
don't
ruined Giancarlo with this.
Giancarlo, fucking our
We all love
Professor
him.
X.
We all love
He's going to be
Giancarlo.
like an elevated goon who
Facts.
steals some fucking adamantium and gets hit upside the head with a
And
shield.
then fucking Isaiah Bradley's gonna like punch him in the face at some point or something.
Literally.
Like that's all that's gonna happen.
By Giancarlo.
They'll both probably die in the end or something.
Oh god, Isaiah might die in this movie.
And
aye.
Red Hulk will kill them, and then I don't know, some shit like that.
Aye,
Bro,
he's-
maybe the Hulk is in it, and then Scar will show up because mine's Scar from episode 8
Guys, I
of
don't
She-Hulk
feel
or whatever it
safe on
was.
this podcast anyway.
I'm sorry, bro.
Guys, I don't feel comfortable anymore. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
Who
I'm
are
just,
you talking about?
bro. Do you know what? But seeing the eight,
Did you say that
bro,
name?
seeing the 8th rewrite of this film, that's what happened.
Fucking bro. Oh man. Sorry, what version of the film was that?
The 8th.
I was gonna say what are we
changed the
on
bits
the now?
since.
70, 73?
You must know every single plot point of this film, brother. Because you're on Reddit and you know it.
I know every single plot point of a version. I could definitely tell you what the original script was, but that was
Shock.
10 years ago.
Shock to all the podcast listeners. This is the only MCU film you know go into knowing not much.
I was gonna say, it's like what they said about putting fake leaks out for Deadpool Wolverine. Do you know, maybe they've just cast so much fucking smoke that I'm going in. I'm like, oh, do you know what? I didn't actually know what was going on at all.
Facts, bro.
Red
That
Hulk
could
was
happen.
there, Sidewinder was there. Like, we know you finally can fucking stop pissing
Oh,
that they're going to go to the Celestial, and inside the Celestial
Listen.
is fucking capital A adamantium.
we are going to deal with the boy.
The guy is out there in the sea.
We're going to go deal with
It
him.
only took them literally the next Earth-based movie.
Oh, I love that.
It's maybe not quite that, but you know what I mean.
Close to it, though, right?
Was
Okay, that.
Spider-Man going to do it?
He fucking should have. It's right over there. Do you know what I mean? It's
Should be
literally
right
the
over
other.
there.
It's on another continent, but it's
It
right over
literally
there.
is out the other side of the world.
But it's right over there.
Captain America's like dealing with geopolitics. He's got the president.
For he's dealing with geopolitics, bro. Let me tell
Adamantium,
you.
bro. What do you think they're going to do with that?
Fuck, man. I hope melt it and it stick it into somebody's veins or something. I mean,
Bro,
like,
look at this guy called Henry Cavill in the fucking Wait
Aye,
Next
man.
program. Like,
melt it to some skeletons real quick.
oh, bro, we got to fast forward this shit, bro.
Come on.
Bro, imagine Henry Cavill Wolverine's in this film.
This is how they launch it to the world.
Bro, they have to get you to see Captain America for something, but
Oh,
I'm
bro.
so fucking angry because I want to see a good Sam Wilson Captain America movie. I like Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like,
We are strong Falcon and Winter Soldier defenders.
We're big Winter Soldier defenders. We're Winter Soldier truthers because it is still one of the top level ones, and they're like, yeah, this is gonna be like a political thriller. It's gonna be a bit more grounded in that front. And it seems the plot is like, there's like people are getting mind controlled in the government, and you know something's going on with Thaddeus Ross, and he's trying to do a big power play, and adamantium's coming into the field. So I pray every day. I will be using my free cinema ticket though, because I also am absolutely baffled about the decision to, despite all things, and I'm not going to make it political for you, don't worry, I just want to say their dedication to keeping the Israeli character played by a very bad lady in this fucking film, their absolute dedication is bizarre and baffling. Are they getting paid by the oil barons? We've already done it, aye. Like, are they just taking fucking backroom deals?
Bro, you know Disney be like this.
I mean, yeah, but not this brazenly usually. This is like, well, you know what? He's got me there. He's got me there, folks.
Do I need to go back to Steamboat Willie days? Like,
clip me a wee bit there. I suppose I'm not paying money for a ticket. I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, you can do what you want. I've got a wee free cinema ticket. My money technically went to Love Lies Bleeding.
There you go.
So that's fine. I can feel comfortable with that.
Ovs.
But yeah, we need to see this movie because we need to understand if this movie can function as a film and can function as an MCU film. Sure.
It might make the cut. You know, will it be better than some of the worst? I have hopes it will be.
I don't think it could be worse than Secret Invasion.
It's definitely better than that.
I don't think it could be worse than Thor: Love and Thunder.
That's what I'm thinking. It's either on the level or better.
Well, one of the bad things about Thor: Love and Thunder was like the bad plot and also all the butchered comedy, and this one doesn't run the risk of butchered comedy. This could just be a fumbled plot, but with some cool action.
Maybe, yeah.
So I think it'll probably be, if it's bad, it'll still be better than like the worst.
I agree. I think yes.
Maybe on the
probably better
maybe on the level of what you think about the Eternals.
Oh, I don't think Eternals is quite that bad.
Oh, yay!
I don't know where.
He doesn't think it's as good as me. I think it is, but that's character development. I can't remember
where we put it in the tier list, but it's certainly not as bad as Thor.
I think you made me put it in like C grade or something. You fucking reprobate.
It's certainly not as bad as Thor, which is categorically the worst one I am.
Man, Five Nights at Freddy's has just announced its second collab. It's coming to Dead by Daylight.
Let's go. That's a fit.
Bro, the Fortnite collab is real then. If they're announcing massive collaborations, like their secret one, it'll be Fortnite. Because Fortnite's, both Five Nights at Freddy's and Fortnite have a secret collab coming out on the 8th.
Oh.
Like, come on.
Get in on it, boys.
Okay, right. So, then they moved on to Thunderbolts Asterix, which is the official name of that movie.
Which is odd.
They're still, it keeps going in, like...
Whatever the fuck that means.
Thunderbolts Asterix is a real thing. Don't worry, you'll understand when you see the movie.
This is coming out after the next movie we talk about though, right?
No.
This is before it?
No, I'm pretty sure the Thunderbolts have been filming. They've got a trailer cocked and ready to go.
No, but I mean like the order of the movies is Cap, then the thing we talk about next, and then Thunderbolts, no?
I do not know.
I'm fairly certain that the movie we're going to speak about next is to compete with a certain other movie coming out next year.
What other movie?
Superman.
Oh, aye. Oh, I think he's right, guys. I'm still sure, though, that they talked about Thunderbolts now.
Aye, they do. But I just wanted to clear up the order of release.
No.
Is it the other way about?
It's coming out very close, though.
Okay.
God, we're getting... I thought they were trying to pare it down.
But this is because we're fixing it now.
2025 is Captain America Brave New World, February 14th, 2025. Thunderbolts Asterix, May 2nd, 2025. And Fantastic Four, The First Steps. We'll get back to that. July 25th, 2025. And God is my witness, Graham, Blade is still scheduled for November 7th, 2025.
See, I was thinking there was something at the end. I just thought it was Thunderbolts at the end.
A movie that's real.
Well, that's it, aye.
So yeah, Thunderbolts Asterix.
Okay.
David Harbour was there and he's God in your Red Guardian suit.
Beautiful.
They allegedly showed footage. Taskmaster's got a skull face now.
Okay. Is it still I can't remember the actress.
Olga Kurylenko.
Yes.
It is, yeah.
Lovely. Okay.
But I mean, I think I said at one point, maybe back during the tier list, that I kind of would happily let them redeem her.
Aye.
Like, let her become a bit more cocky.
It wasn't quite Taskmaster.
No.
But like, I'm happy to get another try.
As long as she has that kick-ass leitmotif as well.
Announced at D23 2 years ago.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the first time we've seen it.
They're filming it. You know, things happen. I say they had footage.
They had filmed it. Apparently, it's a great time.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like funny characters. I don't even think it's fair to say it'll be like a sort of knockoff Suicide Squad. It's just going to be like rougher characters bumping into each other.
And that is just what the comics done anyway.
Yeah, very much.
Found family type beat. We're copying that. We're copying them. We're copying this. We're doing it.
Yeah.
That's just what it was, I
I was
guess.
going to say, I suppose it always was. I guess it's going to be a bit more like it's good guys, essentially. A couple of villains, but like
Right.
Thunderbolts in the comics is like literally like baddies.
Aye. Like, they are all problems.
This is like Red Guardian, Yelena, and Bucky are like good guys.
Bucky, like, isn't he a baddie?
Bucky
No.
isn't a villain.
He's
Red
good
Guardian's no a villain.
Nah, he's just a daft.
Yelena's apparently just the main character, which means Florence Pugh's the main character, which is
Everyone was
very
like,
good.
Florence Pugh's the best, and I'm like, right, cool, I hear it, but like, can somebody else just be like, to the level, please? Like, can you just rise to the occasion?
you saying
And I
someone
know-
else, please other people try and be as good as Florence Pugh.
In a way, I'm saying that, but like everyone's like, Florence Pugh's so good. I'm like, can we just stop like bigging up Florence Pugh here? I think she's getting a bit too big for her, but she's right. Stop this.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I just don't want it to go to her head, June. Do you know what I mean? She is the best thing about Black Widow, and that's outrageous because she upstaged Natasha in her own movie.
I was
Do you know
going
what
to
I'm saying?
say, aye,
Ridiculous.
classic L for Black Widow.
Aye, so I just want them all to be like to the same standard, and Bucky will be because I have full faith in
You're a
Sebastian
big
Stan.
Sebastian.
David Harbour
I think it'll be a laugh.
plays that brilliantly.
Yeah. Julia Louis-Dreyfus will probably be fun. She's
Yes,
the exceptionally famous
Wyatt
comedic
Russell.
actress, like Wyatt Russell.
Big
I
into
fucking
that.
forgot he was in it. Fuck,
Love
I
US
love that
Agent.
guy. He
He's
was so
really
fucking
good.
good.
everything I've seen him in, I've really enjoyed him in.
Oh, he'll be good. He'll be good.
Ghost, where the fuck's she been? Do you know what I mean?
She's been kicking about, mate. Get her quantum
She's
particles
just been
on.
messing about. And then who else have we got?
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster. Is there something else? Isn't there? Is
No.
that it?
Aye.
I named the whole gas, man's mad.
They should have fucking
Aye.
Dan Zima in it.
He isn't it, right?
No, not that we know of.
You sure? Is it not like the guy we're trying to convince?
No, that's the main sort of jux to the film, which they've still not really actually confirmed,
Right.
is Sentry.
Oh, right. Aye. Oh, aye, because Stephen Yeun was in it, wasn't he?
Stephen Yeun was in it as
Right.
Sentry.
Aye. Aye, we should have Zemo in it. Where's Zemo?
Where is Zemo,
What's
bro?
he doing? I like him.
What actually happened to him at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I fucking couldn't tell you, bro.
Did
Because we kind of dealt with him by episode like 3,
Did
didn't
Wakanda
we?
not get him?
Maybe.
I think Wakanda got
So
him.
what are we deal? But then we didn't deal with that in Wakanda Forever, and that's after what Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Aye, but I don't think they,
Timeline wise,
to. Like I don't think
I
that was
guess
part
not.
of the plot of that. But you could tell me that.
I
like,
know.
Like by the way, Siege on
been in
the
prison
Siege on the
since then.
flood. Aye. Siege just
Okay.
like broke out during the flood.
Could be. Well, we'll maybe deal with that in the Wakanda show when that comes
Eyes
out,
of Wakanda.
and then
Or
eventually.
maybe Zemo is just in this and they're not telling us that. I mean,
Maybe.
they
It would
not
make
really told us
sense.
that Sentry's in it, and that seems to be the thing.
True,
They keep-
but is that because Stephen Yeun dropped out and we had to like reshoot it? Maybe.
That's most likely, yeah.
Okay.
Whoopsie.
Ah well, Stephen Yeun. I hope there's no bad blood because I would like to see Stephen Yeun do something.
Yeah. That's true. I'd like to get
You
him
know.
back on some degree. I don't think, but the problem is that's really it. Like that movie's just about like okay.
We're gonna do some shit that I think will be a good time.
I do as
You
well. I
know.
think it will be a sleeper hit. Actually, it probably won't get as appreciated as it deserves.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Captain America is gonna be dog ass.
It will be dog shit burrito.
This could be like at least a 6, maybe.
Okay.
Hoping a 7, 8.
I was gonna say.
And then,
I'll float
like,
this
the
out.
next
Florence
one-
Pugh's in it.
We hope is great because if they don't get it great, it genuinely is all over.
Yes. So that next one is fantastic.
It's
Four,
got a bit of the Wolverine Deadpool's about it.
now named the Fantastic Four First Steps. What do you mean it's got a bit of the Wolverine and the Deadpool about it?
In that, like, right, so it's
It
got.
needs to be a good movie, essentially.
No, it's simply got that level of, like, oh shit, we need to do this because of the announcement made directly after this spoken about.
Fucking yeah,
thing.
actually, yeah. The announcement after this fucking redefines it, doesn't it?
Because, so Fantastic Four First Steps. Right, so we spoke about the casting when the cast occurred.
Yep, we did.
And, like, obviously, we've let you know the problems with that we might have or might not have had.
Yeah.
Since then, we've definitely cast Galactus.
We did that.
Which,
That's
aye. Ralph Ineson, great time.
Perfect fucking idea, actually.
Let's go.
And they also cast Julia Garner as the female Silver Surfer for this universe.
Yes, they have.
So this is just a full Galactus movie.
This is a full Galactus movie. It was shown in the small bits of previs
Yep.
they've got.
I saw this. I've watched the previs. Did you see the previs?
I've not seen the previs.
Someone
'cause
posted on
some
Twitter.
grainy stuff I was not getting involved with. I've seen pictures, seen
It's
stills.
vibes, yeah.
Aye,
it's
because
all-
they literally are filming it now.
Yes,
Like they
literally.
started the other day.
The actual start filming, the proper filming didn't even started at SCC. It was
Aye.
like the Saturday, the Sunday. And they're like, by the way, bro, it starts like 2 days from now.
Aye, look, we're filming then.
Like, I'm surprised the whole team were at SCCC because they
Nah,
clearly
I
went
need to
to
be there.
Pinewood
Yeah.
in London because they're filming
Aye.
in London, then went back to SCC and then went back to Pinewood.
Aye. So
Also,
you
it's
know,
a thing they could have done, but you know, it's still wild that they flew them out there to London to then flew them back to then flew them
aye,
back.
hard to do it. So the cast, you know, we may or may not have issues with it. It's past the point of this. We can't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm fairly certain they'll all be great. The only problem is like what we're going to do with them after this, and like if they're going to fit properly in the MCU, as you said earlier, it's a different multiverse.
Yeah, so they've fully at least confirmed, and that's even was before SCCC.
Aye.
It's a different universe. We're not time traveling in 616. We're in a different universe. It's like a retro future. Even it is still set in the 60s, but it's like
it's the future of the 60s.
It's Jetsons.
Aye.
Michael Giacchino's confirmed to do the score. Hello.
So we'll see.
There'll be some heat there.
Could be some fire.
He did say he's like, I do worry.
I'm gonna phone it in again.
Not phone it in. More like I've essentially already done this.
Yes.
For The Incredibles.
It's going to be hard to change that.
I'm going to do this again, but not The Incredibles again.
Aye.
That's also a super family set during a retro future. Like,
yes.
So get credit where it's due.
It's got those vibes.
Yeah, I watched the previs and it is a lot of like wow, like wacky. Hello, we're on the news. Like, wow, Johnny Storm's on a dating show. Zonga and like
Mr. Fantastic's basically Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Reed Richards, like, life is good, but it can be better. Like,
yeah.
And it's fun vibes. The Fantastic Car was there.
Right, Herbie was there.
Was he?
I don't know. But he is in the film, right?
He is in the film. It had to be. He was in
I'm
that
joking.
poster.
He's not in the thing.
But did you not see they flew the Fantastic Car in?
No.
Did you not
Oh,
see that?
yeah.
There's
in the
like,
actual whole H, they did that.
and it's like an actual car as well. It's like a fucking Chevy or something.
Yeah.
Is that a yes or no? Do we wish it was like the wee pod thing? They have a Fantastic
They
car.
should have one that breaks apart, aye.
From
That'll
the
be
Deadpool
CGI though,
Wolverine.
probably.
I suppose.
We need one that breaks apart, that's cool.
And yeah, the last shot was like a literally quick dramatic shot of like Galactus's eye.
Mm.
And I don't know, it was very grainy and very previs, so I'm not 100% sure on the look. I mean, it looked like Galactus. It had that sort of visor. The colours weren't really popping, but again, maybe that's not for me to comment on.
Like, bro,
on grainy previs from STCC.
It's you basically just got a storyboard image.
Yes, it was essentially like we're making the movie. Like, these are the things that are happening.
Aye.
And yeah, they were just big on like it's going to be a big family thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be not quite an origin story. That I think they said they're essentially going to just have their powers. I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige said this.
Right, okay.
I was telling you, Kevin Feige right before STCC went off his meds and wandered out the hospital.
Was just speaking facts to
and
people.
They were like, bro, we're going to do X-Men next.
Aye, this is when we should have asked them questions, like serious questions.
We should have been like, what's happening with Blade? Like,
bro, literally, phone.
Wait, to be stop it, Blade. He was like, we're going to do X-Men next. Blade's going to be R-rated. We're doing an over show. We're doing a fucking like Fantastic Four. Like, they're just going to have their powers.
They're just going to have shit. By the way, don't do that.
After SCCC, they confirmed Vision Quest is go. White Vision is actually a show.
Aye,
they're going to White Vision show, which is good because that could
we
be
need to deal with that.
You get Agatha all along.
We probably
with
need to deal with that.
Definitely not Billy. So you should get Vision Quest with definitely not Tommy. Bring back Scarlet Witch.
Yes, yeah.
What's up?
Just leave her for a bit longer. No.
Fuck you.
Alright, okay.
You want to tell me they brought $17 billion back for the next guy when like everyone loves Elizabeth Olsen now more than anything, and she's just sat there.
She is.
And she doesn't cost $17 billion.
She has just been sitting there in rings.
And she's a bit like, if you want to bring me back, I'll come back.
Fairs, bro. Joe Fairs. Okay.
And you go for fucking Louis Strauss instead. Oh god, yeah. I mean, that really is that we're there now. Okay, God, we're there now.
Are we there now?
Anything else to say about Fantastic Four? I'm excited.
Well, we'll need to speak about it in concert with this next thing.
Yes, it's interesting.
You know?
I'm keen to see where it's going.
They need to nail it. I'm confident. Listen, who is it? Matt Shackman. Listen, he done Vision, WandaVision. That was amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, hopefully he can do it. He's in-house guy. I have full control from Kevin Feige. That's what this is. Deal. Aye. Like, Kevin Feige's like, I'm here for this one.
Aye, like, I'm locking the fuck in.
Like, I let Sam Raimi cook. I'm no doing that with this one. I know that I'm using that example.
Whatever I do when I say up in society, like,
I let them cook tea, and it's been an issue.
They can do whatever they want.
So I'm coming in day one, seeing what he's doing on set. I'm sorting this out, right? And he'll be doing that with the next one as well. Let me tell you.
It could be good. It could be good. And we were maybe a bit like, okay, Cat America for donkey dog shit, but whatever. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? We could be speaking about this next thing for next door. We could be, and
I'm ready for it. But I want you to know that it could happen.
Aye, we'll speak in more. We're doing well. We're doing fine.
Yes.
We were like Thunderbolts Asterix. Okay, that's happening. Fantastic Four, cool.
Cool. You've not got much to show us, so we'll take what we can get.
Yeah, they were like, we're only going to talk about a few things.
Aye, that's fine. That's fine.
And then they walked out, and they're like, hello.
Guess what?
Avengers 5 and 6.
We need to speak about them.
It's the Russos.
You know what? We leaked it.
Was essentially leaked, and
it's happening.
It had to be.
And you know what? Did we speak? I think we spoke about this briefly we don't think necessarily that's an issue.
No, I do not.
Because proven in the actual space to be winners, right?
Correct.
To be absolute breadwinners. So, and they know this is the one story they wanted to tell. So,
Also
like,
correct.
if we're coming back, we're doing it for this one
They
thing.
said that. They were very publicly clear. Like, I know we said we wouldn't be back, but they
Mhm.
wanted us to back to do the one thing we said we wanted to do. So,
We're back. Cool. Check. No
right,
problem.
cool, okay.
What's next?
Now, quick update.
Oh,
Jonathan Majors, fumbled the bag. I mean,
fumbled
I didn't
it
say this.
hard. He lost a lot of money for us. We were going to pay him loads.
Avengers 5, we're just not quite thinking Kang Dynasty anymore.
We're just going to change it up a wee bit for you.
We're
know what I
just thinking we're
mean? Throw
going
a
to
wrench
call
in
it
there.
Doomsday.
Well, what does Doomsday imply, Ewan?
And it's sort
Doomsday.
of a series of sort of men.
What the fuck's going to happen here? Superman going to die?
It was MF Doom.
The MF Doom, he's
There's
dead.
only one beer left.
Damn.
No, Graham, it was, of course.
Actual Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom is there. They're like, we're going to do it. It's now Doctor Doom. We've pivoted, and everyone's like, oh.
Ooh. The air was sucked a bit out of the room.
We're a bit like, oh.
There was a pop,
Okay.
and I believe the pop was insane.
There was a bit. I think the pop initially was probably better because it was a bit like,
Definitely.
okay, the
Aye.
pivot's confirmed. They're telling us they've got a plan now, and it
Aye.
is Doctor Doom, and we do want
That
Doctor
is kind
Doom.
of pog, though.
We do want Doctor
Yeah,
Doom.
and then we all thought about it for a bit. Like,
Then we're a bit like,
T minus 5 seconds we thought about it, and then we were like, oh, I could have a problem.
oh, Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom?
And then they were like, by the way, do you want to know who's playing Doctor Doom?
Like, here he is.
And we're like, oh.
Oh.
And the guy walks forward, just as Doctor Doom.
Oh.
He sort of takes off his hood and his mask,
It's, oh my god.
and it's Robert Downey Jr.
It's Iron Man.
Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom in the MCU.
Is Doctor Doom in the MCU now?
Graham, that's Iron Man.
That's Iron Man. There could be some problems here. Now, I don't want to be the guy, right? But I remember Kevin Feige saying that, in the future, we might just have to recast the role, and it's going to be the same character, just a different actor in that role, right?
I think he said something to those effects, yeah.
So Spider-Man, Tom Holland's aged out the role, but we still need like a young guy to play Spider-Man. It's going to be Tom Holland Spider-Man, just a different actor.
Yeah.
That is essentially what he said. So I don't think we should have a massive issue, but it's a bit too close, innit?
Yeah, so there's levels to this.
Unpack this, Ewan.
So first off,
Unpack this.
it's just an immediate fright. It's an immediate shock moment because you're like, oh fuck, it's him.
It's him.
It's Robert Downey Jr. It's exceptionally successful Oscar award winning actor Robert Downey Jr.
Fantastic actor.
He has range.
Would
Sympathizer.
listen. There's no
Oppenheimer.
doubt. There's no doubt this is going to be great.
I think he is going to play the character well.
Yes.
Now, I think you said it completely perfectly, which was like however, given that Marvel has been lulling, it immediately stinks of cash grab. It immediately stinks of please God
It is
come back.
It feels like a desperate swing.
It feels like we have to just get something we know will get those fuckers
It
in the
is a
seats.
bit goodwill. Like, please,
Look,
come on, guys.
here's a key we're going to jangle in front of your head.
Come on, yes. Come on, to come back to us. It does feel a bit like that. Listen, there's ways this goes, right? So, like, if he's Doom for Secret Wars and that's it, that's the best scenario.
You think that's the best scenario?
That's the best scenario, Ian. If he's Doom for Secret Wars and, like, that's it, and then we get another Doom to be the actual MCU Doom, that's the best case scenario.
Post Secret Wars.
Yes.
Which, I don't want to be rude, but that feels like it would be the biggest thing for Doom to do.
It's certainly one of them, right? It definitely is the biggest. But that's the only...
Now, also,
because,
let's quickly clarify.
yeah,
Collider and Variety and that have confirmed this is not a variant of Tony Stark.
this is the Doom.
This is Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, this is, like, the Doom.
This is him.
I know, but,
So-
like, do you think we could just not, though?
Could we undo that?
Right, so... Aye. Yes, the problem is, right, like, obviously... he has to show up in Fantastic Four. Like, he just has to.
He has to, and yet they said it's actually going to be the reverse.
Which is insane.
Where it's like, well, the Fantastic Four are going to show up in Doomsday and Secret War, which, yes. But then I'm like, okay, and Doctor Doom's going to show up in Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Yes.
So, right, baseline, where's he fucking been?
Where's he been?
If he's MCU Doom, right, where's he fucking been?
Aye. And how can we really have a good MCU Doom without having a 616 Fantastic Four?
Yes.
Can you imagine
extent,
Doctor Doom existing as an entity in the way that he does without the Fantastic Four?
in a way, well, without the Fantastic Four, yes, but without a Reed, no.
Exactly. His relationship to Reed is so pivotal. And it's like, you could tell me that, yeah, there's an evil magic wizard man who's super fucking anal and wants to like control things and not like rule the world, but, you know, has the way Doctor Doom does things. But I'm like, yeah, but as a person, one of his most fucking amazing things is he's rivalry and he's
continuing rivalry,
consistent contention with the Richards family.
Yes. So I don't think it exists in the exact form without that. But even discounting that, like, where has he been?
Yeah, what has the guy been
like,
doing?
Sokovia got fucked up. That's got to be in the region.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's next door.
Come on, the fuck, man. Like,
what are you doing?
You know they were using Latveria. You know, like they had the rights back then.
Like, obviously, right? Perfect place for him to show up. Bang, Civil War, or even better, Wakanda Forever. Pop him in there, right?
He just should have been there, aye.
MD for Latveria, right? Like, MD.
Any single character.
Anyone, just placard Latveria, right?
Unnamed delegate from Latveria,
yes.
Yeah.
And he's got a line, it's just like, oh, our emperor, some shit like that, couldn't appear today.
What is it? What's
he was too busy.
In Latvia, is he like king?
King, I don't know fucking what he is. He's the guy, right?
Constitutional monarchy, they fucking love him, don't they? Is that not the bit?
They love him, aye.
They think he's just fucking the best. Is like,
He is
I mean, he's pretty great, aye. Like, see under Doctor Doom, the trains do run on time, like.
Bro, they do. He's got a great society, probably. He just likes to fuck about sometimes, you know what I mean?
He does just occasionally like to commit like wizardry to further his nefarious
Aye.
goals.
So that's what makes me think that if he's the MCU Doom, he is coming from another universe to now become the MCU Doom.
Yeah, he cannot be a 616 Doom because he's Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Yes. Now, this, right, so if we're say we're accepting all that, we're just like, right, cool, fine. That's what's happening. So now we need to deal with Secret Wars as a story. How are we dealing with that if it's a Doom we've just met and a Reed we've just met?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, no, Joe, before we get to that, then we have to, yeah, as you say, like, he's not going to be in, as far as they've told us, he's not going to be in Fantastic Four.
Again,
and why lie to us at this point, do you know what I mean? Like, why
well,
be like, oh, well, you know, you'll see the Fantastic Four in Doomsday.
Well, they could, that, honestly, lying to us about that could be fine, because maybe they do want to hold it for, like, third act or end credit spoilers.
Meaningful enough appearance when they're doing fucking Galactus, which I still think it's too early for them to do Galactus. You should just do Doctor Doom.
They should
pivot Fantastic Four to Doctor Doom now.
They should, right. Like, it's weird because it's a different Galactus. Is Galactus a multiversal, like, traversing being?
As in the comics?
It could be, but I don't understand him to be. So the Galactus from whatever universe Fantastic Four are going to be in to our one, we could maybe meet a completely different Galactus. I probably think he is going to like multiverse hop somehow.
Well, do you think... Okay, here's...
But we're not beating Galactus in this movie.
Well, here's the crack theory.
Go on.
Ready for me to do some crack?
Go for it.
What if, like, Doctor Doom is just in the movie?
I think that is a serious thing. It could happen.
And he hits you with some fucking ultimate nullifier bullshit and essentially either maybe doesn't cause an inversion or, like, he basically puts them on a path to a conversion.
Incursion.
I can't remember the name of it. Well, something goes. The end of that movie essentially, like, yeah, we threw Galactus off Earth, but at the cost of like something get fucked because we used some fucking magic or shit. Because obviously Galactus is, as it's always been said, Galactus should be portrayed as not a villain but as a force.
Yeah.
Galactus is always going to be there doing this, and yeah, you can defeat him and fight him back, but it's not a malicious evil villainry.
Aye, it is a force of nature.
It's a survival instinct at worst.
Aye.
So they basically were able to shake him off, but at the cost of like something happening.
Aye.
And either at the end of Fantastic Four or the beginning of Doomsday, like that could be an incursion could be the beginning of Doomsday, but not because you can't really have an incursion with 616 yet, because that would just fuck everything up. But the idea of all of those guys essentially getting shaken into 616.
Aye.
And Doomsday basically being like, okay, I'm here now. I've got some shit I can get up to.
Right.
I've got like the ultimate nullifier with me or some shit.
Aye.
Or I've somehow stolen a bit of the power cosmic. And yeah, let's say Galactus also fell in the back of the multiverse couch with him.
You know.
But then that would have to be Fantastic Four leading directly into Doomsday, which, I mean, they could do actually, they're not that far apart.
They could do, yeah.
Yeah,
blade between them, apparently.
I was going to try and talk myself down for that, but I actually think that's maybe the path we need to take here. We need to basically have the Fantastic Four movie be about, here's these guys, they're a cool family, here's all their personal trauma, they're fighting back, they're now banding together to fight back like a force of nature.
Yeah.
But you know, you get your third act reveal of like the other force, They could even drop some little bits and bobs. They could do that little like, oh, you guys are going into space. Well, hi, I'm like Debbie from the Latvian Times. Hi, I'm a delegate from Latvia. And you could just have Doctor Doom just be there because he is so quintessential part of the Fantastic Four. He essentially you could just put him there and get away with it.
Aye.
So yeah, I think that's how it has to end. I think they have to have the Fantastic Four movie end with a concrete, either the thing happening or a clear concrete direction that these things are going to go to 616.
Right, aye.
Deadpool movie is not about the universe. So
well, is it too late for it to happen in Doomsday?
No, I don't think so. But as long as that doesn't become like
so we know
Doomsday needs to be about Doom.
Aye, well, Doomsday is going to be Infinity War, right? Thanos is the main character of Infinity War.
Yeah, so
that's what Doomsday is going to be.
Doom.
That's what it should be.
It'll be about the Fantastic Four and Doomsday falling into this world.
Aye.
Doom having I'm gonna imagine maybe has like the power cosmic or some sort of thing that makes him a quintessential threat to this universe. And Reed Richards being like, we gotta like fucking, we gotta find a way around this world. We gotta get like
another one now.
Yeah, and 616. We gotta band together a team. We gotta
Right.
grab. We can do it. We can't do it alone because Doom's just a bit too powerful now because he's got power cosmic. So let's just start assembling a team.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a team together.
So like Infinity War's like this is Thanos' plan, and then at the end of the film he succeeds in the plan.
Yeah.
That is what I think the beats are of Doomsday. But like then how?
I think you've got too many things between.
There's a lot happening, bro.
Between
Doomsday's got a lot of lifting to do.
But I mean, I think there's gonna be a lot of things happening between Doomsday and Secret Wars. So I don't think you can have like Doomsday and like Infinity War where like the next thing has to be Secret Wars.
It must.
We can't. Let's have another look at
Secret Wars has to be. The incursions have happened. Battleworld's already set up, and the film is just us trying to take down that.
Do you know what? I renege my claim, bro. There's a film between Doomsday and Secret Wars, but yeah, it's an Infinity War situation. It's Doomsday's May 1st, 2026. Secret Wars is May 7th, 2027. But there is one film in November 2026. But I mean, it's a bit like Ant-Man and the Wasp. That could be in.
Aye, it's untitled. We don't know what it is yet.
Blade.
No, that's next year, bro.
Armor Wars.
Because that is a movie now. Aye. I don't know. Shang-Chi too.
To be fair, Doctor Strange 3 could tuck in there because that'd be a bit incursions and
that's
shit.
happening yet.
No, that's true.
Unless D23 fucks us up and tells us.
Could.
So Doomsday. Right. So Fantastic Four ends. They're in our universe.
Yeah.
Presumably with Doom and Galactus.
Maybe that's your post credits.
Right. So Doomsday.
It's like a reverse to the Fantastic Four. The Captain America, where they're just walking away around like modern day New York. It's a bit like, what's this fucking? We come from the all Adidas in the 60s.
Do that again. That exact scene.
Doctor Doomsday in the corner, like, and he's shooting lasers at his hands.
Aye. Doomsday's got to so we've got to form a new Avengers team. We've got to explain to the audience the incursions again. Doctor Strange has got to come back with Clea from fighting the other one because he's the only one that knows what today.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's fought this shit before. And then we've got to do all Doom stuff, set him up in this universe, and then fight him.
Well, Carol knows about incursions as well.
Does she?
That's the whole point at the end of the Marvels.
That's the... Oh, I guess, yeah. Oh, well, so then we've got to go over there and get fucking...
Oh, God.
That's
just a confirmed Secret Wars. I don't think they need to touch that in Doomsday.
Right, okay.
I think that's just a
fair.
Simple, like...
That's
someone
fair.
said... Was it you or someone else said, like, they're not going to address the Marvels really again. In
Until
Secret Wars, like, the fucking portal's going to open up and, like, Binary and Monica's going to fall through it and then Monica's back.
Probably. She's bringing the heat. She's bringing the X-Men.
She has literally popped in with like Kelsey Grammer.
That is
like,
what's happening.
Fucking like Patrick Stewart.
Beast is popping through the portal. That is probably what's happening. So I'll give you that. But so like Carol and Doctor Strange are the only two that have like experience with this.
Yeah.
So they've got to come in and explain it to everybody. Who's the team? Do you know what I mean? Who are we phoning in for this? Is Kate Bishop here? Spider-Man's not there. We don't know who the fuck he is.
Well, we don't know who he is as a person, but we still know him as a hero. So Spider-Man could just be there. Scenes. Hello. We're back.
We are back.
It's another episode of the Teens Podcast.
We're here to speak words into your ear.
We're here to speak words into your ear. That's the new slogan.
Right there.
We're here. We're queer. We're speaking words into your ear.
Words into your ear.
I like that.
Yes.
Well, I'm Ewan.
I'm Graham.
And we're back again.
We're back again.
Movies.
Yes.
Not just any movie. Well, we're here to talk about a couple of things.
Backstreet's back.
Backstreet is back. Yeah, we're here to talk about, first and foremost, the movie event of the decade. The Barbenheimer for our era.
Yes, the power in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has shifted.
The power in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has changed. Yep. We've seen twice Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
We've talked at length about this movie. We've been sort of getting jittery about this movie. We did our episode where predictions
because
X-Men.
So much was on the shoulders.
So much was on the shoulders, yeah. We constantly speculated about how this movie, how it might touch on or affect like the X-Men and the MCU. It didn't do any of that at all.
Not really.
And it was fucking amazing.
It was, yes.
It was pretty peak. It was pretty much pogged.
Amazing
peaking.
feels too much.
I think amazing feels too much.
Yes, because I think like we are back,
well,
but we're not quite that back.
It's not like, I think I found it to be amazing by proxy of just simply
How
the stimulants I received.
yes.
I guess it's not an amazing movie. It was an amazing viewing experience.
Sure, yes.
And I'd say the movie was very good.
Yes. At least a solid 8.
A solid 8. It was
7 to 8.
an indicator of okay, we've made a step back in the right direction.
We can continue to make these. Happy with this? Yes.
we could make another good movie.
Thank God.
It's possible. Marvel can do it if they put their mind to it.
Yes, please. Yes, you and I agree with that rating.
Give you that rating? The rating that you gave?
Yeah, the rating I gave. But yes, seeing things that I have wanted to see since the first viewing of the X-Men 2002 has been a transformative experience.
Was that the comic accurate suit?
A little bit, just like seeing Wolverine do Wolverine things
Just
again.
Wolverine be back as Wolverine.
But I mean, I saw that in all the other X-Men movies because he was the X-Man.
Well, yeah, he was the X-Man, but
yes. Not actually
not
X-Man.
actually X-Man TM.
Yeah.
The famous character. Is his name not like Nathan or something as well?
Fucking probably, man.
I don't.
We need a family tree here again.
You should know this.
I should know that.
You're the X person.
I should know that. I don't. Yeah, it was alright.
Oh, bro, yeah. I mean, I guess it is like a thrust right into it. We went to see it. We're very excited for this movie.
Yes, of course.
This is the sort of the third Deadpool movie. It's the first Deadpool like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
And it's just a movie about that, essentially.
Basically.
But it's also about Wolverine and the legacy of the Fox films. That's
yes.
As much as I thought this movie was going to be about it, I'm surprised how much it ended up being about that. Like I'd say, people pointed out this is not a movie about Deadpool going to the MCU.
No.
This is a movie about gracefully bowing out the Fox films more than anything. I think.
Like I see it.
Fucking pondering.
I see it, but like I don't really see. Like if
Well,
you
there's more
like
that-
say if I hadn't seen the film and you were like, this is a graceful send off to all the Fox movies come before it,
You'd
I
probably
would
be
ex-
like no, because
I'd expect more Fox stuff in it.
yeah. I guess this is the movie that will focus on it though. I don't doubt
It's the only
that
one to do that. Aye.
you'll get like McAvoy and like fucking Fassbender in Secret Wars or something.
Maybe aye.
But like this is the movie, but it's going to look you in the eye and go, by the way, like the Fox movies are gone.
Aye.
That story's basically over.
Mhm.
Like tip the hat to it. Probably
Aye.
because it's a fourth wall break. Like, it's Deadpool.
Aye.
It's a fourth
Aye.
wall breaker,
That
so he can
helps.
look into the camera and go, Fox is dead. Like we're a Disney thing now.
Aye.
Meanwhile, when it gets like Secret Wars, it will just be like, I am Charles Xavier,
Aye.
and it's McAvoy.
And unless Deadpool's there, like
Go like, I know him.
aye,
He's in
yeah,
my movies.
Yeah, it'll just be like, oh, cool, it's a variant, I
And
guess.
Deadpool will be there, but like the thing is, when you put Deadpool in a movie like that, he can only sort of occasionally tap on the fourth wall.
Aye.
I think
He can't upstage him, though.
he has like a good sequence, and
Yeah.
that was the Deadpool bit of the movie. Do you know what I
Like,
mean?
no one really, like a couple of times in the movie, I think Wolverine, like, it's obvious that like Wolverine is breaking the wall as well.
You think?
A little bit, like he's looking the same way, like when Nice pulls like the proposal, and then Deadpool like looks to camera. Wolverine like also looks to camera, but he might just be looking at Deadpool.
That's
So
fair,
like,
but it's-
when he breaks the fourth wall, it's like it should just be him that's doing it.
I
And
think
you,
there's a level of power to it. Yeah, I think certain ones would sort of, even if Wolverine isn't like a fourth wall breaker, it's sort of.
aye. But there's
it's
like
the
characters that
fantastical
can like
reality.
get away with it. So like in
Yeah.
Secret Wars, like if he does it, like Spider-Man should be like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yes, 100%.
Like stuff
yeah.
like that should happen.
Like She-Hulk should be there, and they should.
Aye.
Look, one of them should talk to the fourth wall, and She-Hulk, like Deadpool, like you can see them,
Like yeah, like what?
like something like that. That would be great. Actually, that'd be pretty pog. Oh.
He was like, yeah, I spoke to Kevin. I knew this was gonna happen 10 years ago. Like,
She like, I spoke to Kevin, and he's like, you got to they let you speak to Kevin.
they told me he didn't do this anymore.
I was stuck with fucking Happy Hogan.
I get the fucking show for.
Oh, spoiler.
Oh,
Okay,
Happy Hogan.
spoilers.
You already knew that, people.
No,
Don't lie.
I actually think like, he's the only one that's not been revealed. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers, because this is a movie with a lot of like cameos and things thrown in your face. It's like, look at
Yes.
that, look at that.
Aye.
Obviously, as we predicted.
Uh-huh.
Happy Hogan was there. Deadpool has his little MCU
know.
interview, his little
He
Avengers
does.
interview. I thought that
Absolutely
was
fumbles.
fun and unexpected, which he does fumble.
Yeah,
The
sure.
bullet fumbles a bag.
Aye.
So that's a good place to start then. So
Okay.
obviously, I mean, the core, you get people say this is kind of light on plot, and I agree, but it's driven by the characters.
Yeah, it's light on plot. The villain is like a problem, obviously, because like the MCU just has that issue.
Even in that we're back, maybe the MCU still can't quite do villains. But
yeah, I mean that's
I thought
fine.
Cassandra Nova was on the upper level of like nonsense MCU villains.
No, definitely upper of nonsense MCU villains. Yes, I'd say like honestly, probably as good as Kang was in Quantumania.
Really?
Maybe a bit lower.
I feel
Maybe
like
a step
I feel
lower.
like above because I'm the one who defended Kang in Quantumania.
I know, bro.
But like I feel like that Cassandra Nova is like a lot more fits the vibe of the situation and
Right.
plays with the confidence of what's going on. I mean, obviously the common complaint was like Ant-Man fought Kang.
Yeah.
Or Deadpool fighting like a Professor X's sister who's like a weird psychic and she's a bit silly and she's a bit weird, she's a bit crazy.
I say it fits more.
Yeah, I think it blends together a lot better.
Aye.
It works for the situation.
Aye.
It was very much just like this Professor X's sister. She's base
She
level angry about that.
Yep.
She creates an
Upsetty.
issue.
That's it.
She was funny.
Watch the rest of the
She was
movie.
kind of hot.
Emma Corrin's a nice lady.
I was going to say
I'm
Princess
saying.
Di.
Come on. Even with a bald cap.
With a bald cap. Princess Di.
Maybe.
Aye, so people say it's like light on plot, and I'm like, it's fine. If it doesn't need to be heavy on plot if it's good character stuff, and it was good character stuff.
Aye.
Because obviously, you got the Deadpool and you got the Wolverine.
Facts.
So Deadpool's thing is literally intrinsically wrapped to like both him as a person and the state of the shifting of the universe.
Right.
He's like, I want to do something in my life. I want to like matter because I've been sort of bumming about and
My girlfriend's being up with me.
yeah, my girlfriend's breaking up with me, which I feel like logical as well. Like for her to come out like, oh by the way, I just saved you for being shot. You like died.
Yeah.
And then for him to just immediately begin slumming it and to kind of get bored, like fail his Avengers interview and basically be like, maybe I can't be a hero. But like, bro, you were like cool and weird and fun, and now you're just like sad and wearing a toupee.
Yeah. I thought we were leaving Deadpool 2 like, yo, we made X-Force. I'm going to dick about with Domino a bit again, maybe. And just whatever's.
But that's the ultimate answer to the question. Where's Domino? Cable,
Where's
yeah, he just
Domino?
went back to his own time. I
He
guess.
went back to like save that.
Where's Domino? Can they just not afford Zazie Beetz?
She's busy.
She was probably either busy or like
I
like
don't
everyone else was already a cameo.
She's in Zoe Kravitz's movie. I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, aye.
She
With
was-
Channing Tatum.
Oh,
Wink, wink.
oh, oh. Okay, I guess I'm a little bit like, oh, what happened there?
Because
But,
Juggernaut's there, you know.
Sorry?
Juggernaut Colossus, sorry. Not Juggernaut.
Juggernaut is also there, but like
True.
not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think any of them were particularly like so bad that they couldn't be a cameo, but maybe Zazie Beetz is worth a bit too much, or they were like we can't really reduce her to just like being in the background.
I guess.
I don't know.
She was a fan favourite character.
Sorry?
She was a fan favourite.
She was a fan favourite. A
So
lot of people
she
were
would
like,
have
a bit
had to
like,
have been in it.
well,
better than
yes,
that.
yes. It's a bit like you can't just relegate her.
Aye.
Maybe there is a story there. But I suppose he did kind of end with doing a bit more of a positive light.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's more like now that you have these things available to you, like the MCU is available to you,
Right.
they're like, okay, well, Deadpool surely would be faced with like the concept of actually like not just
Being
bumming
a
about with
hero.
his friends and being like a big deal character,
Aye.
and that would give him that like an inadequacy complex
And then it'd
essentially.
be like, well, okay, yeah.
Because he flunks his interview and it's like you cannot join the big leagues. You have to go back to like the
Aye.
Fox
And he's
universe,
like,
which
well,
is
fuck.
the movies are fucking not coming out. And he's like, okay, well,
I'm just going to die a slow
I guess
death
I
here.
just need to settle. I guess I like I'm kind of like not really going to go anywhere with the whole Deadpool shtick. So
Yeah.
and then that just sort of leads
It's run its course.
he's slow sort of. He's not super like miserable at that, but it's obviously like breaks up with Vanessa and then just kind of like gets a toupee. And
Yeah.
just like does used car sales.
It's just chilling. It's a bit like how I think we eventually would become with Deadpool. He's like, man, my stick's getting old. I'm like, bro, if we get to 6 movies, I feel like it could be getting old, aye.
Yeah, do you know what? There has to maybe be an end
So,
point
like,
for Deadpool.
Obviously, like the dramatic moments in this are like along those lines. Like he's wanting to be like a bit more serious.
yeah. Or and do something more consequential as
Aye.
well.
And when he does that and it's like in harmony with the comedy, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So if they continue to do that when and if he shows up again, and he will show up again,
Yes.
then good. But if we need to do like another, I don't know how much longer he's got, is what I'm saying.
I mean, you're not wrong. I would agree with you on that one because yeah, there is only so much you can do with the concept,
Aye,
which
unless
is
we
true for
do
pretty
like
much
a,
everything.
unless we do like a hard turn and like we do like just like Crazy Secret Agent Deadpool, where he's like not really jokey, he's just like deadpan crazy.
We want like Deadpool 5 to be like Liefeld Deadpool.
Maybe like what's the only other way we could like extend it if the joke's getting like a bit.
That's true, but the problem is
bit
that
long
was
in
the
the tooth.
stinky one.
Nah, but we could make it good, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm saying like his future in the MCU, I say would be like team based. So like Deadpool in small doses.
We'll run out of like Deadpool as the headliner. Like we've got
Aye.
enough of character and emotion and comedy, so now Deadpool will sort of just be a show up guy, a cameo guy.
Mm.
He
But
should be the new Stan Lee.
could be. That would be a good idea. But the only problem with that is he's massive. It makes so much money on his name alone now. So if we are going to have him as cameo roles, it's going to inflate the budget.
I was gonna say we can't afford Ryan Reynolds for like.
And Ryan Reynolds at this point, a very shrewd businessman. I'm sure that like he's not going to do a movie where he's a bit part, like in a team.
Okay.
And he's got like I've got 40 lines. Wherein like my movie, I've got the whole script. That's all me. Like stuff like that.
I actually do agree with that. Unlike other than like maybe the biggest stuff like Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Like I think I can accept how that's going to be.
Aye, because like
we know the budget's
on
there
that.
for the Secret Wars.
The residuals on that's insane.
The money on that one.
And yeah, the budget's there. Well, it's not anymore.
Well, yeah, I was going to say somebody's got money in somewhere apparently.
Aye.
We'll get into that
He
one.
just went right into the depths of the couch.
Stick his couple of billion to the back of the couch, mate.
I left it in there. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I've been using my bank card so much. I just checked my wallet. I've got 17 trillion in there.
It's just aye.
Oh man, it's the things you forget about,
I
mate.
forgot to cash my residual checks, bro.
Bro, he was getting residuals for fucking She-Hulk.
Man, you know.
Aye, so I mean that's Deadpool has like that whole sort of character arc. He sort of goes all the way down, and then he's like sort of searching for a purpose, and he finds quite a almost nice and niche sort of like resolution. He's constantly chasing that I have to do something substantial, but then it's like I have to do this for the people I love and I care about. I have to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
To the end doing a big sort of self-sacrificing move.
Yes.
And then sort of ending up being like, you know, the real joy was the friends I had the whole time and a couple that I made along the way.
I guess, yeah.
But it was still like a nice sort of like well-rounded, sanded off at the edges character arc. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just liked that. I thought it was just kind of like a nice thing for Deadpool to go through in the face of these things that were available to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then obviously that sort of goes to the sort of the big other situation. Like Deadpool, we can kind of just talk about Deadpool because Deadpool is Deadpool. I know that's a weird statement,
Right.
but like we have had 3 movies of that, and obviously the other guy we've had in a lot of stuff. But I think like this was going to be like Deadpool's in this movie, whatever. But it's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Aye.
So I feel like this movie was more for Wolverine in a way. A bit more of like I'm going to be here no matter what. I'm Deadpool, but let me give Hugh Jackman time to like fuck about and go wild and do his own thing.
I guess, yeah.
Hugh says he fucking loved this more than he's ever done. Literally, like I had more fun filming this than any single other film I've ever done.
Oh damn,
They
bro.
let me just kick about, let me have fun. This was great. I love Ryan. I love Sean.
That's fucked up, man.
I was gonna say I don't know, like compared to like obviously Logan's like probably a great movie that you should probably be proud of Hugh, but like
Definitely. Also, like all the other ones apart from Origins, probably. You should be okay with that.
even X3.
Even X3, aye, because he's like the lead in X3.
I suppose he is like the lead in X3.
He's
that's
like the
true.
lead in all of them. Let's be honest, but like,
Well, he is the X-Man, but not copyright character.
yeah.
I felt like, you know, watching this movie, I was like, okay, Wolverine's like where my brain's at. Like, I know Deadpool's going to be there and it's cool, he's got his own character thing, but I'm
Aye.
kind
I'd
of
say
here
like
for Wolverine.
nothing about the film plot wise or like character wise necessarily surprised me.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I was fairly like the story, like the arc that the Deadpool goes through. I was like, right, cool. That
It's
cool.
a very
the
sort of
one
simple,
Wolverine
like-
goes through again. I'm like, cool. I was just more happy with like what happened, like the actual actions taken,
Okay.
rather than like, oh, they grew here and I liked that they grew here this way. It wasn't really that I was here for.
Okay. I'm sort of ruminating on it, but you can make it good. Do you know what I mean? I think I appreciate the character stuff, but to be honest, yeah.
I mean that's what was nice because I didn't come in here like expecting that.
This wasn't
And you shouldn't come in here expecting that because that's not what Deadpool does.
That's it. It's comedy. It's
Like
farce.
Wolverine could have that, but it's not going to be in the Deadpool movie.
Well, that's true. I think, but
And
I
he does
was, I
have a
was just
bit
gonna
of,
say,
like,
I do think
pathos
he
and
still had
stuff
like
happening.
a nice thing. He had a nice reason
Yeah.
to be there. Nothing was really treated as a surprise. Like Wolverine's like backstory,
Aye.
even though the quote reveal stuff, it's not like a whoa, what a shocker. It's just like,
Yeah.
all right, that's a facet to the dialogue. And yeah, I mean, I suppose he was just like, I am grumpy. I took some time with Deadpool. I learned to be a bit more of a hero again. I'm nice again.
Aye.
So it was a bog standard one. I guess I just liked that there was the character stuff. I think maybe the actual the what the plots weren't that detailed or complex. But watching these characters go through them in their way,
Aye.
maybe I should say the more the actions that are happening.
Yeah.
Watching like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman act their way through these scenes and act their way through the comedy and have their character moments, like watch them bounce off each other.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's
the
probably
buddy
like, where
cop
the joy
aspect
is.
was what we were here for.
Pretty much, and they nailed it. You know,
Aye.
100%. And you can tell that Ryan and Hugh are just like pals. Like,
Yes.
just like fucking love each other.
We're just fucking about.
It's just like, it is essentially like after the little first act opening, like 10-15 minutes, it is essentially just like Ryan and Hugh just dicking about and
Aye.
fighting and shouting at each other, and it's great. I loved it for that.
Mm.
I mean, the action specifically, I do think, I said to you, I'm going to be thinking about this movie for like a long time. Specifically,
long time.
just in terms of how cool I found some of those action sequences. Like, just every one that matters is like, obviously, yeah, the first Wolverine fight, yep. The second one in the Honda Odyssey.
Yeah, that was insane. Aye.
That was just really good. And then like I fucking love the Deadpool core one, like
Right.
the prayer one. I told you this is like, I think it's like top 5 MCU scenes. I just think it's so fun and powerful, and it's so just like in your face about like rubbing your fan balls essentially.
It is about that. Yes, this is fan service. The film.
Well, this is that narrow quote I have about Force Awakens, which is it's fan service, but it's fine because the fans haven't been serviced in a long time.
MCU fans get serviced a bit though.
Yeah, but I mean, this one just felt like a much more of a comforting. Like, look, we're silly, we're making jokes. Here's Hugh Jackman.
This is like mind like the Fox verse. You
yeah,
like
that too.
You're like a super fan of that. You don't really like the MCU. Here's your like balls.
Exactly that, but then also took it in stride and in jive as well. I mean, Deadpool literally at one point punches the camera and goes, "Fuck Fox!" Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to Disneyland. Like, ha ha ha.
Lol.
Fox sucks. It felt like a comforting. It felt like a warm hug in a lot of ways. It just felt like yeah, like it's
good to be back.
Again, if it's not like the all-time great fucking
Aye.
Fritz Lang's Metropolis, fucking Francis Ford Coppola's The
That's
Godfather.
how it's gonna be.
It was just like I watched the movie and I'm like, oh, cool. The actors are acting, the colours are colouring. Like,
that's true.
The comedy is comedying, the cameos are cameoing.
The cameos are cameoing.
I'm just trying to think of anything before we get to. I don't want to make it about the cameos and the fan service, but
I
obviously
mean,
that's.
I'll speak on the CGI, which is like
You know what? That's a good point.
is like a bit hit and miss sometimes.
Definitely. Yep. Definitely.
On the whole, very strong. There's a couple like little nitpicks, I guess. Deadpool's sword definitely clips his body at one point in the fight with Wolverine. Like when it comes out,
It just sort of phases through.
it just goes right through his shoulder, and I was like, "My cool." And then the Deadpool core fight at the end, like when they jump out the window,
Yes, that's
is
what I
like
was going to say.
just pure CGI.
Yeah.
And then after it, Wolverine's just like a video game character for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Aye.
And I'm like, that just looked a bit strange.
I know that was the cool hero shot. I didn't like that shot because
Nah.
yeah, I feel like it was maybe needlessly like
Yeah.
over CGI. Like the glass was just completely fake. and,
Exactly.
like,
The mask's like a bit odd to take in at first.
the mask. So the mask's real.
Yeah, I know, the mask's real, yeah.
Well, a lot of people think it's like fake.
It's like the eyes though that are like fucky.
Well, yeah, people
In,
have
like, that area.
long said this, mate. In general, like covered eyes in real life, like these types of masks have always been just a bit weird and don't quite work.
Okay.
Wolverine's mask, like I think the split ones, like Deadpool
I
works
think
because
Deadpool
it's-
works perfect.
Well, no, but Deadpool and Spider-Man works as the whole face. Like, when you're seeing
I'll
half
give you
a
that.
human face, but then also just
I
like
just will give you that, aye.
not like blindfolded,
Yeah.
unless you're like Daredevil because you're fucking blind and you're supposed to look like
And
that.
Batman's never had white out eyes.
Exactly. Like
Man, that's why the eyes window is all jumped
there
in.
was
Like,
well,
must be it.
exactly. There was another thing. There was another really good example, and also slightly reminds me of the shit with Ahsoka, where it's like, why would you give all these actors the most obnoxious bright blue contact lenses? I want to see their eyes because they're emoting.
Please.
I will say, like, while I look at that, and I'm like, oh, it's just a bit odd.
I got used to it more the second watch because I'd seen it already.
Well, I was jacking,
And
my
you do
fucking-
only see it at the end of the film.
I was fucking cranking my hog, so I was like, happy. I don't know why, but seeing Hugh Jackman in the suit was just like the pinnacle for me.
Aye.
Just seeing him in a comic accurate suit, kicking
It's
about,
lovely.
talking about why he's wearing it, and then at the end, like sleeveless and the cowl, I'm like, oh, let's fucking go. Like,
Let's fucking go.
it's a pass for me. I don't know. People might say it looks a bit silly and a bit weird. I might have to get used to the
doesn't
CGI's
look, like,
janky, blah blah.
Awful.
No, of
It's
course.
just like a bit not quite
It's
used
that
to
thing
that.
of like, oh, I didn't realise that would look a bit strange.
Aye, I thought like we'd have that down maybe, but we didn't quite have it down. And I mean, they probably trialled it with the eyes,
I would like to see
and
it
then maybe because it might just look weird. I don't know.
because the physical suit had the whites in the eyes.
Aye, it's certainly something to work on for when he appears either as Hugh Jackman or someone else when they appear eventually in the MCU fully.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but if we had to do like cowl, I wouldn't be like super mad at it. I guess they kept the cowl off the whole movie because it'd be like a nice moment at the end.
Well, yeah.
Because like, well, Deadpool's like a bit of exception to the rule, in that like in the end, like you need to take the mask off like when you see the actor's face.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
exactly.
mean? Like Spider-Man always ends the third act with a mask off, like shit like
100%.
that, right?
Yeah.
But Deadpool's like always been a bit of an exception to it, and I like respect Ryan Reynolds for doing that because
I was
he's
gonna
like
say,
the character has to stay the character.
It's great that he's like, even when he gets his mask off, it's horrifying
Aye.
prosthesis.
But like Hugh Jackman's like bucked that a wee bit because he's literally never worn a mask.
Yeah.
So maybe I had like an opposite reaction where I was like, "Why are you wearing the mask, bro?
I was
Like
gonna say,
you shouldn't be
that's
wearing
not
the
your
mask."
thing. You weren't obligated to do that, mate.
Aye. So maybe that's what like threw me as well. But like hopefully going forward that isn't the case because I want the character to like, stay the
Well,
character.
especially if it's like maybe a new version of the character as well.
Right, yeah.
Like
We need
maybe
to
if
see
they
what they
start
do.
fresh.
Like,
and
maybe
it's
he is doing this season 90. I don't know.
it's true. It could be. When we're getting a real old man Logan, like
That would be cool.
I guess it'd be weird to see it going forward. I get caught up in the moment because it was just that one good scene of me being like, "Yep, Pog, I love it. I'm so
yeah.
happy they did this for me personally.
Yes.
I'm the only one who enjoyed it.
Thank
Fuck you."
Thank you.
But yeah, maybe going forward, I think if I had to watch full carried movies and like emotional moments, then it's a bit like, bro, you fucking, where are your eyes?
I
Like
guess.
fucking laser eyes.
Aye, like if it's like we're doing like a serious Wolverine now, like I don't know. Would it
Because
work?
you want the comic accent caution, you want a bit more of the comic zhuzh.
Aye.
The problem with the old ones is that they completely like forgo it. Like I get whatever for the Matrix or whatever, they're completely like, no, we're gonna like eschew a lot of like the campy symbolism. We're gonna keep some of the emotions and the melodrama, but we're gonna eschew like the visuals a bit more, and you want that perfect blend. And also, like Kevin Feige just said, like the X-Men in the MCU is going to be melodrama. It's going to be like
Aye.
it's going to have personal drama, which is good because watching X-Men 97, you're like, that really is where it's like a fucking episode of Coronation Street. Like,
Aye. Like
that's
we're
where
here,
a lot of the joy comes from.
Yeah, we're dealing with like the drama of the people, the in-group, the infighting.
But you also you want the visual markers. Like X-Men 97 obviously is a very specific version, but I mean that's
True.
like the visual guidebook. I feel the MCU can't look like that, but
you can't do 1-to-1.
I want it to be just a bit more poppy and a bit more like
Aye,
zany. I want Wolverine
yes.
to have. I guess I do want Wolverine to have a mask.
Aye.
What
At
would
least to
you?
start with.
Would you want him to do green and blue and yellow, or would you want him to be like Jim Lee, like the brown one?
I want him to do John Byrne.
Or
Right.
John Byrne. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying
Aye.
Jim Lee. Sorry,
I mean,
Jim Lee's
Jim Lee
literally
drew
the-
it like that to be fair, but he also did just draw the yellow one as well.
I was gonna say
That's
like
fine.
I'm literally saying,
He
do you
done
want the Jim Lee suit or do you want the Jim Lee suit?
He done both.
The
Aye.
John Byrne one.
I
Yeah.
want the OG run. Like
I
that
really like.
suit.
So like, let's start talking about cameos, I guess. So yeah, first off, so Hugh Jackman wears the John Byrne suit in this.
Hugh Jackman